Snow.
I am very much Jon Snow here in this
If
scenario.
somebody gets me the gear, I will be willing to go out onto the battlefield.
Oh, yes.
What's wild? Just a little.
Hey! Oh, my God. Hello, guys.
Happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween to all of you.
Thank you.
I hope it's the best one ever.
I'm going home.
I hope you have a great time tonight, guys. Every one
Have
of
a
us.
great time freezing your ass off.
I thought you were dressing up.
I put my skeleton costume on this morning, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I go F yourself.
Oh, you bailed out?
I bailed, yeah. I literally looked in the mirror, I go,
Nah.
go F yourself.
I mean, you do have kind of Halloween colors on.
Yeah, I got my Steven Tyler leopard print on. Everything's fine.
So you actually had the outfit on.
Uh-huh.
Looked in the mirror and went, nah,
Nah, not today.
bailed out. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Happy
I guess
Halloween.
somebody's not in the spirit.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm over it.
Cool. I
Same
thought
thing.
you liked this
Same
holiday.
thing
My
happened
favorite
to me.
holiday.
You had your skeleton costume
I
on.
had on my Mr. Goodbody costume. You remember that guy?
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
with the organs.
Mr. Goodbody.
He was incredible.
Yeah, I threw it on this morning. It was like, F this.
Mr. Goodbody. So he wore like a tight
Kidneys.
Dude.
suit with all his organs.
And we had to watch
Showing.
it in grade school.
It was on PBS.
What a
or
weird
something.
show,
Right.
man.
Did he have curly hair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like Richard Simmons, kind of. He kind of looked like the dude that was like from the Sweat Hogs,
You know, he looked like the Real American Hero guy.
Rorschach. Yeah, he did kind of look like that guy.
What's up with Mr. Goodbody? He's still around?
Let's find out. Oh,
We
if
better
he's
find
dead,
out.
If we ruin this for us right now.
No, he's still alive.
You think so?
For now, we mentioned him.
Slim Goodbody,
He was very healthy
Is his
back in
birth
the day.
name?
the superhero of health.
The superhero of health.
His name was Slim
John
Goodbody.
Burstein.
John
Yeah.
Burstein.
His
What's
dad's
happening?
a bear, right?
Well, as of 2017, 40 years later, Slim Goodbody is still encouraging kids.
To do what?
He's from Maine. Wow, he must have had a PR person working the circuit in 2017. Let's see. Oh, June 2023, Bob Keeshan, a.k.a. the captain of the
That's-
long-running CBS.
That's Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, sorry. Organ-bearing bodysuit. Oh, John Bernstein's organ-bearing bodysuit wearing health superhero.
Is
I guess he's alive.
great.
Yeah. Wow,
Right.
he wrote for Captain Kangaroo.
He rode for Captain Kangaroo, the captain.
Illustrious
Uh-huh.
career.
The captain.
He was
Yeah.
a spinoff.
John Bernstein.
He was on Seinfeld.
As?
No, it's because he was a spinoff. What if he was in an episode of Seinfeld
Hey,
and
man,
that's
then
where
everybody
Mr.
was on that
Goodbody
show.
came from?
He was in a Radio Shack commercial advertisement in Super Bowl XLVIII.
What
in,
position he played?
2014.
Dude, he did. Man, this guy.
Slim Goodbody.
He was in Kid's Guide to COVID-19 in 2020. This guy's still working.
Still working the circuit.
The
It
hits.
is.
Does the suit, the body look older now? Or
Of
is
course, it's all saggier.
He's got a
Everything's
fatty
so
liver
sad.
now.
Everything's all saggier.
his
It's
liver's
gravity.
fatty?
Yeah, he's got fatty liver.
Yeah, he's got a fatty liver. Yeah. Yeah, what if he abused his body from the time he signed off doing the kids show and now he's back?
Dude.
He's got like
And
black
he's
lung.
got damaged organs.
Bro, he's still. Look at this guy.
Is his name Thick Dad Body now?
Pull up the old picture of him. There's a
This
picture of
one?
him old. He's
Okay.
still doing it. Look at that, man.
That was like
Yeah.
2010. He's a lot older now.
There
Like
he is.
almost 13 years older.
He looks like one of the characters from Welcome Back, Kotter.
That's what I said. He looked
Yeah,
like
you're right.
the other guy, Rorschach or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Vinny. Mm-hmm. I'm not cool.
Rorschach.
Yeah.
Rorschach.
What did I say?
That
Rorschach.
and, that and Dustin Diamond.
Yeah, it was Dustin.
Dustin Diamond.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Well, my neighborhood Halloween party was canceled.
How excited are you?
Because it's
Man.
26 right now.
No, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't think people just got it together. It just didn't get together.
Dude, I live for a canceled plan, okay? Somebody says, oh, the plan is canceled.
Yeah, it's fine.
I am drinking. I'm excited.
Well, my wife asked what we want to do, and I go, nothing. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Enjoy the cancellation.
Like, there's nothing to do.
Snuggle up.
True introverts.
You know what I've been planning and even talking about? I've even said it out loud multiple times about how excited I am to do my fire pit this morning.
Yeah.
This evening. Hey,
Yeah, right.
I think I'm not going to do it.
No, and I thought that too. I've done that in the past. I've dragged the fire pit from the backyard and put it, up on the driveway and
It's my favorite part.
set up my chair. Had my little cauldron of candy. Mm-hmm. Blasting grunge music out of a little tiny Bose speaker. And that was my setup.
Yeah. It's cool.
You know what? That's a whole thing. I'm not doing it.
No.
So it's a
It's a whole thing.
That's a whole thing. Taking the fire pit from the backyard to the front
is a mess.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
This is a whole thing. Tonight I'm going to refuse to do the whole thing.
Do a half thing.
I'm not going to do a thing. It's the whole thing or it's the no thing.
It's the no thing tonight for all of us.
It's the no thing.
Just because it's a little chilly, huh?
Yep.
Speak for yourselves.
Are you going all out?
I intend to summon.
Summon whom?
Who knows? Crazy.
Anybody who wants
Whatever. I'm home alone, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe
The smoke
Candyman,
monsters?
maybe Bloody Mary, maybe
What?
both. I might have a three-way with them. Who knows? Life's crazy. Tina's out of town. I'm
got
getting
the
wild.
Ouija board ready to
Got
go.
the Ouija board out. Got a charcuterie board right next to it.
Let's go.
Got all kinds of
man,
boards.
That's a good time.
I got
Yeah.
some board games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, a charcuterie board on a Ouija board for Halloween.
Yeah.
That is so
That's pretty clever. That is very Halloween cute, actually.
Hey, maybe I will.
Put that on Pinterest
Drag.
for somebody steals it from
All
us.
right.
Maybe I'll drag the fire pit
What?
up to the front of the driveway.
But that's a whole thing.
Yeah, but you know what though? And then I'll set up my folding chair. I'll crack open a vaginal beer.
A vaginal beer. Oh, a vaginal yeast beer.
A vaginal yeast beer, yes.
on.
Have you heard about this,
It's
Rafe?
back.
Are you ready to be
boy.
disgusted and really terrified? Because here we go.
This is one that looks like a champagne bottle, right? It's like a black bottle, gold writing.
I don't know.
Tell
Headline,
you what, if anything was going to get me off the wagon,
it's a vaginal
it's a
yeast
vaginal
beer.
yeast beer.
Oh, the wagon.
Headline beer company uses influencers' vaginal yeast for new brew.
Think about this.
I thought it was weird they reached out to me.
Is there a a female influencer who, if you found out that she was using her vaginal yeast and there was a special line of beers that was 100% safe to drink, is there a person that you would
Yes.
actually embark on this
No.
trail
Oh, yeah.
with?
There's several.
Yeah, of course.
I would like to hear.
No, this is
whose
everything
vaginal
about this
beers.
is disgusting.
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. You know it's going to be good.
Everything about this is disgusting.
Dude, look, before you even go on, there's people out there farting in jars. At least this has got something
Oh
in,
no, I'm not
in
saying
the container,
there's
you
not
know?
a market
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's been boiled and whatever.
Yeah, it's gone
else
through the
and brewed
filtering
and all
system
that.
of the uterus. And
This popular Twitch streamer and OnlyFans model, Amaranth, Amouranth, Amaranth.
Oh,
Very nice looking
That's
woman.
the Twitch gal.
Do you know this person?
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
big,
really?
big controversy with her.
Oh, what was her deal? Because I know I try to look. Her real name is something Saragusa.
I don't know enough, but if it's the one that I
Tony.
think, if it's
I
the
was
one that
thinking
think,
it was maybe his daughter, but it's not.
No, look her up. She was all in the news because she was
Redhead.
she was doing like hot tub. It was like hot tub
Yes.
stuff, but then there was like she was being forced to do it by her boyfriend or something. I don't
They
want to
said
get the story wrong.
the boyfriend was controlling her money.
Okay, right. And then she came out and was like, "I'm free of this guy, and I'm not doing that anymore." And
Because he'd come onto the street onto her Twitch stream and like yell at her.
oh, okay. I didn't know any of that. I remember the news
Hoosiers.
breaking.
There's I don't know this world.
Dude,
This world
I remember
is
the,
so
nu-
foreign
the
to me.
news breaking, and it was like a giant deal because she was like the second most successful Twitch, that wasn't playing video games or whatever. It was like that whatever that corner of that world was. She was like the poster child for it.
Caitlin Saragusa is her name. Nice looking woman. Mm-hmm. Nice looking woman. And now she has given her yeast for this beer, for this particular
quite the
brew.
sacrifice.
What a gift.
What's it
What
called?
a gift for all of us. Okay, so she's teaming up with this Polish brewery, the Order of Yoni. Yoni. Am I saying that right?
Yoni?
Yoni. I think Yoni is. I think that's
Vagina.
I think that's what that means.
Oh.
Yanni's the wind flute guy.
Yeah.
Not so different.
He's tough, man.
Was he playing Winds of Change on a wind flute? That's amazing.
No, I thought Yanni was the keyboard guy.
Oh, no.
Yanni
he's the
live
flute
with the-
guy.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
pretty
switched
sure
to
he's
the,
the pipe flute guy.
He's got long hair. My
He had a
grandmother
moment.
loved him.
He had a moment.
Mustache?
No, you're thinking Zamfir, who is the pan flute.
Dude.
Is it? I'm pretty sure it's Yanni, dude.
Yanni was
I'm
live at
willing
the.
to- I bet
Yanni
Yanni
was
can
live
play.
at the Acropolis.
Yeah, Yanni was freaking amazing.
Dude,
you ever seen the drum solo?
You mean
from
he
Yanni?
is still freaking amazing?
Yeah.
You're
I'm just
thinking
saying.
Zamfir, master of the pan flute.
This
Come
man's
on, man.
mustache is otherworldly.
Yeah, Yanni doesn't mess with that. He plays with a pianist.
Look at how gorgeous Yanni was circa like 94.
Oh, no, that's him, dude. Yanni is the flute guy.
No, he's not. I'm telling you.
Then I have Mandela effect, and I lived in an alternate universe.
Look up Zamfir.
Hang on. Here he is. He's Greek composer, keyboardist, pianist, music producer.
Yeah.
He's a badass. And that live show.
Dude,
at the
Yanni live at the Acropolis,
It's one of
chef's
the,
kiss.
It's one of the coolest live shows you'll ever see.
Yanni's looking good at 69 as well. Way to go.
Like that whole genre of music, it's like Yanni and John Tesh. Like those two are like the leaders of that that kind of progressive music.
Yeah, it
John
was them
Tesh
and
Entertainment
Anya-
Tonight?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
That dude's an incredible musician.
Did
John
he do
Tesh.
the Entertainment Tonight little jingle?
I don't
'Cause
know.
That would be impressive.
God, dude, you might be right.
I know I'm
Yeah, I
right.
think
My
the guy
whole
that
life
played the
just
flute-
got turned upside down.
Pedro Estache or something's the one that played the flute for Yanni.
What are the old
Yanni.
commercials from the 90s?
It's Zamfir, I'm telling you.
But he had long hair. This guy's like an old bald guy.
Scott, will you just please dye your mustache and all of your gorgeous red hair black and just be Yanni from now on?
Of course.
King
I could be in a.
Yanni.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Get a residency down in Branson as Yanni.
Dude, you're right.
Yanni live.
1988
Branson
Zamfir
cost,
pan flute commercial. Ah, man. My whole life just got... I don't even know who I am anymore.
It's a Mandela effect.
You
Just
want to
happened.
hear a little pan flute from Zamfir? This rocks.
Oh,
I'm going to start doing martial arts if you leave this song.
All I know is I feel like Karate Kid is about to like.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, in the
Really
video,
teach somebody
in the
a
video
lesson.
I'm watching, people are crying in the audience.
Yeah.
This is after Clint Eastwood just saved a whole
People are
town.
crying.
I feel it.
Clint Eastwood just saved the whole town from trouble.
Rizz, your mom is checking in. She says Yanni makes great music.
He does.
This might be better though.
Oh,
Man.
I like him.
Bam, dude, am I right?
Guys, if that didn't get you...
tight.
If that didn't get the
Halloween, guys.
listenership hyped up for Halloween, I don't know what
That
will.
was the most dramatic frolic in the woods I've ever had. Right?
Damn.
I mean,
I hate Jethro Tull, but I'd screw around with Yanni and whatever the hell that is.
That's Zamfir.
Zamfir.
There's no way he's still with us.
Zamfir.
Oh, dude, he was like 90 years old in this commercial.
Good news. He's 82, going strong.
Zamfir?
Yeah.
Let's get these people
yeah,
on
he
the
was
radio.
39 in that.
God bless.
He just got remarried, so he's got to hang in there for a while.
Oh, actually, that was from April of 202023.
Oh,
Killing it. He's
Whip it.
still killing it.
Can we get like his publicist on the phone?
The
and
master of the pan flute.
just, that guy, 82.
Did I heard Zamfir is opening up for Metallica?
Incredible.
It does sound like a metal name.
Anyway, back to the
It
vaginal.
does say
yeast.
Master of Pan Flute. That's Master of Puppets, Master of Pan Flute tour. All right, back to the veg.
Remember the three cellos did was Apocalyptica?
Oh yeah.
Remember they did a whole Metallica record.
Dude, if Zamfir did a cover of the Black Album, not going to lie, I'd listen to it.
There was another
That'd be a great
instrumental,
sleeper.
like classic instrumental band or symphony or something that did like Deftones and Metallica. It wasn't Apocalyptica. It was like the
Siberian?
not Trans-Siberian, something like that though, and it was excellent. Let me look that up.
Anyway, back to the beer. Back to the beer. So this popular Twitch streamer, and now OnlyFans bottle, teaming up with this Polish brewery to create and sell a beer made from her vaginal yeast. I'm reading directly from the article here because Lern sent it to me, and I want to be disgusted. You want to be disgusted. I want everybody to be disgusted.
Yep.
Quote, I'm actually working with a beverage company. It's not my own. I'm still doing the project. There's a beer company. They're European. They want me to send in my vaginal yeast. Like basically, like pap smear myself.
Yeah.
They want to make beer using my vaginal yeast.
Pap Schmear Blue Ribbon.
You know, I've gone 42 years hearing that word and having no clue what it actually means.
Schmear?
I mean,
Just a schmear.
I have a guess.
Oh,
but I have no idea what that means.
This woman.
I'd love to hear your guess.
This woman, by the way. So she is, Caitlin Saragoose is her real name. Oh, she's done it all.
Yeah?
She's done it all. She sold it all, too. 29 years old. She's previously sold fart jars,
Oh, wow.
bath water,
Ew.
and her own hair for thousands of dollars.
I'm gagging.
According to the order of Yanni's website, the company discovered the process of
Yoni. Remember,
Yoni.
Let's make sure we separate the two.
Yoni discovered the process of transmitting female essence by isolating lactic acid bacteria from yoni of sensuous women. The gynecologist collects the vaginal smear from the models.
We have to stop saying schmear.
These smears are taken to a laboratory where the bacteria is isolated, cleaned, analyzed, and multiplied.
After a hard day's work, pop open a cold schmear. Pop open a cold schmear at home.
Is it smear or
Too
schmear?
much to ask.
Chris.
I hear them both. Is it smear or schmear?
Schmear.
Is it? It is.
depends on-
It is schmear.
I'm saying schmear.
It's
I don't even
German.
say
It's
the
Pop
R at the
Schmear.
end.
So I'm an East Coaster. It's schmear. At the end of the process, the bacteria are used to produce the pure lactic acid that goes into yoni beer. Great taste, less filling. The brewery assures customers that the beer made using this process is completely safe and healthy. Drink up.
But what does it smell like, Uncle Rizz? It's like,
I don't
what?
want this anywhere in my zip code.
No, I
I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh!
Pop open a cold schmear after a hard day's work. I just want to see this beer commercial.
You say pap open?
Yes.
Ashley says full-on fallopian fungus.
Oh, that sounds good too.
I don't know a
That's
price
great.
on this, by the way, so.
$69.
Oh, holy smokes! I really did just learn, and I can't be alone. It's a public service here. Smear and schmear are two different spellings of the same word. Both are correct.
SCH.
I had no idea. I thought schmear was just a smart-ass way to say it.
By the way, the classical instrumental of Deftones was the Vitamin String Quartet.
Oh, I never knew that.
They're
no.
good.
Thank
They're
you.
at every wedding.
But I don't know if you're going to go find this at Randall's or Lucas Liquors or
Total Wine and More.
Total Wine. I'm not sure if they're going to sell that smear beer.
This is the more part.
Smear means
Smear beer.
a mark made by smearing.
We got smear beer's got an end cap.
Schmear
Nice.
is a spread
Hey.
that goes on the bagel.
Before your shift, team meeting. All right, guys, push the smear beer.
All right, Daryl.
All right.
Schmear beer. Make it a part of your spread.
God,
Crack
our
open
marketing
a
wizard.
smear beer.
They should hire me.
They should.
After a tough day on the job. That's like sitting with your buddies.
Everybody's getting a yeast infection after they drink said
Crack
beer.
open a cold smear beer.
Dad's favorite.
Uh-oh, there's Carl. He got a six-pack. Smear beer! No, I don't want anything
It's
to do with that.
69 o'clock somewhere.
That's right.
How many of those beers have you had? Your tongue is white. You've got thrush.
Yeah, Kyle's
You're
wondering if
foaming.
you, like a fine wine, once you open it, you have to let it breathe. I'm sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Perhaps Blue Waffle. Oh, remember that whole thing? We're not even going to bring that up.
Blue waffle.
Stop it.
Okay.
You have to independently look that up because we're not getting into that.
Oh,
Remember that?
another segment of Learn Learns.
Here we go.
Why don't you Urban Dictionary that?
Blue waffle.
Hey, by the way,
I will.
if you type it in, the first thing that pops up, it says, what is a blue waffle and why you should not Google it. Why you should not Google it.
Oh. Do
It's
you remember
an
that?
internet hoax. Some people claim that it is a sexually transmitted infection that turns the vaginal area blue. However, blue waffle disease is not a real medical condition.
Yeah, but it is a real picture of something that is cannot be
Oh,
unseen.
I need to go to images?
Oh, don't.
Oh, don't.
Okay, do.
Don't do
Okay,
it.
do, and I just want to see your face. Oh, your face.
No, hang on. It's not. There's just blue waffles. Like there's cute blueberry.
I think you need to
waffles.
turn the safe search off.
I think PR team has done their
blue waffle.
duty
Yeah, go people.
on SEO.
Vagina.
They got the Eggo people, all the PR people to kind of push the blue waffle, like what we're thinking,
Big blue waffle.
down in the search.
I guess so. I don't know what you're talking about. I remember hearing this reference,
Get
and
outta
I remember
here.
it being
Okay.
really
This
bad
one
for you,
at
but
all.
I do not have a visualization.
Laura just saw it.
I just thought.
Is it worth seeing?
No,
It's
don't.
scary.
I would not. Yeah. No, I don't know why they keep messing with beer. It's already pretty perfect. I'm going to stick with my Schlitz beer. That's the best kind.
Schlitz.
Because you're from the 70s.
Still making that?
Oh, yeah, I
yeah,
think
it's
so.
still, I
It's
just
out
double
there.
checked.
Yeah, to go along with your Schmear beer.
Yes.
Schlitz. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hey, clowns. Anybody here scared of clowns? I figured this is
why?
good.
Oh, I love
This is a
redheads.
good Halloween topic.
Yeah,
There were quite a few clowns at the Mad Tea Party on Saturday.
Learns right. My wife is, and she's not. Oh, and I know I'm gonna upset a lot of you, but like she's actually afraid of clowns, not on the train.
No,
The-
yeah, it was
the cute
trendy to hate
trend.
clowns for a while.
Like not Pennywise, like clowns.
No, like she you wouldn't know it unless she knows you and is willing to let you know about that. But she has a real thing with it, and
But why?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if she's even sure, but she doesn't make a big deal about it. She tries to just kind of like keep it to herself and like get out of the room,
Get through it. Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's a real thing where she's not like, oh my god, the clown, the clown.
Yeah, and make it a big production of it.
Right.
Like
there's-
some people,
there's a lot of people that
they'll see a clown and it's got to be a big production and look, everybody pay attention to me and how scared I am.
Yeah.
Well, like I just remember working with Mal and actually another woman in our sales department at the time, Melissa, who was afraid of owls. And the two of them told me about their fear. And Ronald McDonald used to like come with
Yeah,
the Ronald
yeah.
McDonald
Oh,
House
yeah.
charities
She
and
would
like say
leave.
hi to everyone. And Mal would have to like
She's
leave
like,
for
I'm just
lunch.
gonna leave. I'll see you.
It was so sweet. Like, and I, I thought it was cute actually. She was like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. And you know what? It was funny because about 2 years ago, she said, it was like 2020, I think. And she goes, I think I've been doing a lot better. And I think it was because she just wasn't seeing any clowns for a long time. She's like, I think I'm doing a lot better with that. We should try to watch the new It. Everybody says it's great. And I was like, man, are you sure, dude?
Right.
I haven't even
The
seen
last 3 seconds.
I'm fairly certain we watched for maybe 60 seconds total.
Title screen.
I'm not kidding
out.
you. I forget what the first scene is because we didn't even close it out. But whatever, like the first thing happens, she goes, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Yeah.
It's over.
What are they called?
I
What
believe
kind
he
of
rips his arm off and drags him down in the sewer, like in the
Right.
first couple minutes.
Is that the first scene? I'm not.
What
Not
kind
the
of
original.
therapy is
It was.
it if-
It was the new one.
If you just show
the
them,
new one.
if you
okay.
keep showing it to them.
Exposure therapy.
Exposure therapy.
I don't think we got that.
Maybe
far.
that'll work.
Could be
But
beneficial.
did she never talked about why she is scared of clowns?
I might be in trouble for saying this, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Is it just redheaded people or is she?
Now, there's a
It's the full thing. It's the full clown. And remember, I talked to Clovis about this, and Clovis was like talking about some of the psychology and how unfortunate it is.
Well, I got the psychology like
Oh,
it.
okay,
There's a
okay.
professor that actually did a pretty big study on this. Like, why are people who are really scared of clowns? Why
Actually
are
afraid.
they
Yeah.
actually scared of clowns?
It's a much
and
smaller
there's a
Professor Bozo?
there's four main reasons. So this guy is a psychology professor, and he teaches a class on phobias. And at the start of every semester, he asks the students like the same question: "What are you afraid of?" And students, okay, I'm afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of snakes. Claustrophobic. But there is a consistent, and he says, minority who would say they were terrified of clowns. Not scared of clowns, terrified of clowns. And this guy wanted to know why. Like, what is the reason that people have a crippling fear of clowns? Like a real fear. Not I'm jumping on the bandwagon fear, a real fear of clowns.
We even go to we go to the circus. Like we took the kids to the circus not too long ago. The Shriners did the circus, and we freaking love it. It's so much fun. And my wife just gets really, really uncomfortable, and she tries to not make it anybody else's deal or problem. And but like you can see her just kind of be like, oh no, and she'll kind of look up.
Yeah. Just not. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
He says one of the most surprising findings that the professor found was that having a scary personal experience with a clown was not a big contributor to the fear of clowns. So there wasn't a particular incident with Ronald or a circus clown or whatever that made them terrified of clowns. So can anybody think of any reason why a clown would be terrifying to somebody?
I think of several.
They smile too much.
You can't see.
Masks.
Maybe you can't,
People are afraid of people. There's like an innate fear when someone is wearing a mask
Is
or
hiding their
masking their
face.
face and
Yeah.
emotions, which is every clown. And I also think pop culture. Pop culture contributed to my fear of clowns because it was like I grew up Peak, It, Poltergeist, John Wayne Gacy. All of these things are like evil clowns. They're killer clowns from outer space. Like even that was like a stupid movie, but
Yeah, you hit on two of them already.
all of those things I feel like contribute to a big fear.
You hit on two of them.
Yeah, Clovis was talking about how it's like it's because it's a mask without being a mask. It's masking the face, but you can still see the face. So you're like, "Whoa, this is a person," but I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the John Wayne Gacy thing. Like he was a clown for like 15 minutes. Had nothing to do with his murdering and all that kind of stuff, if I remember right.
He was like
Yeah,
a
but he
legit
murdered
like,
kids.
He
and
was like a
around
legit.
kids, so there's
like-
that connection. Is
Right,
there.
but it wasn't like he was wearing that paper cup on his nose, doing the clown thing, and then
we
going,
don't know.
Yeah,
That
I
we know
know.
of. No one survived. No
Okay,
one
so
knows.
number one, the professor says you never really know what a clown is thinking.
Yeah.
Like it could be difficult to know what's really going on in the mind of a clown with a painted on smile or frown. He says there's something about not being able to read facial expressions and the fact that there might be something hidden and dangerous. There might be harmful intent behind the makeup.
It's just a hardwired human response, right? Like you read from like caveman, cavewoman times where like you read the facial expression of a competitor. Are they angry? Same thing of like, people showing their teeth, whatever all that gets taken away from you. And like innately in your brain, you're like, alarms are going off.
Right, which then it leads us to number two is clowns are unpredictable. Clowns make some people laugh, but they often behave in an unpredictable and startling way that normal people would never do, like squirting water from a flower or honking a horn. Normal people don't do that. People who are scared of spiders say something similar, worrying that the spider will jump at them unexpectedly. Same thing with a clown. Like a clown's going to do something unpredictable, weird.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's coming, so there's that anticipation.
No,
That's
normal
number
people
two.
don't do that. Squirt water from flowers.
well,
Not the circles I run. Number three, the clown's exaggerated features are disturbing.
Yes.
Big red nose, the egghead, the puffs of neon-colored hair. People seem to be scared of things that look nearly human, but not exactly.
Uncanny Valley.
In the same way, some people find baby dolls, aliens, or robots disturbing.
That makes sense.
yeah.
Also, like the bright colors of their costumes. I think certain like colored patterns, when they don't jive or they clash, I'm sure that triggers something in people's brains too.
And the fourth thing is pretty much bad press. Most clowns, in the movies, are portrayed as terrifying.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Joaquin Phoenix in The Joker, Pennywise in It. Most of those studied said their fear is due in part to movies
Terrifier.
starring scary
Ooh,
clowns.
yeah, Terrifier's perfect.
Jack Nicholson.
Terrifier, that's the new one.
Yeah.
That guy's like a possessed evil clown. What was Rob Zombie's?
Oh, House of a Thousand Corpses.
With the big dude, Captain whatever. the
Captain
dress-
Spaulding.
Yeah. It's a creepy
That's
dude.
a good movie.
It is.
great.
Those
But I'm
two
like,
of them,
it's just-
the first and second one.
Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, those are good movies.
We saw Five Nights at Freddy's last night. My kids love that kind of stuff. And even though there's not a clown character in it, there is like this little doll thing. And it's the first jump scare. And it's this tiny little clown holding a balloon.
Yeah.
So it's always used
was
for
that
that.
movie?
Woo! The movie itself, I mean, it was fine. It was fine. My kids loved it because they know all the game lore and all the crap that's about the lore. So they loved it. And other than that, it's simple enough. It's just a thing.
Well, and they do say, the professor does say in the study that John Wayne Gacy does play into it.
Sure.
Like mass murderer John Wayne Gacy, who killed at least 35
Jeez.
teenage boys and young men in the Chicago area, known to have entertained at kids' parties as, anybody remember the name?
Yeah, Pogo.
Pogo the clown.
Pogo. That's right.
So in a Netflix documentary, the trailer about him, he's heard saying on tape that, quote, clowns can get away with anything.
Mm.
I think it's mimes. Well, I guess they're a clown, right?
Oh, yeah. Is a mime a clown?
Yeah,
Is a mime a type of clown?
I think so.
Yeah.
But they're very trustworthy.
Yeah, the psychology of it being you're supposed to be able to trust somebody who's smiling and entertaining you, and then
Yeah.
they turn on you and kill you. Like that's terrifying.
So it's leadership that's gone or wow.
Psychological
So
betrayal.
that's the psychological reasons behind the fear of clowns. If somebody's actually truly scared of them and not jumping on the I'm scared of clowns because everybody's scared of clowns.
I feel like clowns were everywhere back in the 80s. So we had the Pennywise stuff. We had the Poltergeist stuff. We had the Batman, the Tim Burton Batman thing. Then we had Bozo. And even was Homie the Clown on
in Living Color.
In Living Color.
Yeah, in Living.
Homie don't play that. Dude, that's the best.
And we had Sammy B. Good down in Springfield. He was on PBS.
Yeah, there were
and
clowns
he had a
everywhere.
show that, would air all the cartoons. And I got to be a guest one day on there.
You
It was
did?
pretty awesome. Yeah, I was
Cool.
just
Scott's
an
claim to
audience
fame.
member.
As a
And he had
little
these
kid?
cool levers, these 3 levers that he'd turn one and it'd go to the cartoon. And so he was talking and I couldn't help myself because I was so close. And I get up, and you can see it on the video, and I move it down and nothing happened.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I thought,
you have that on tape
You
somewhere?
blew it.
I don't know. I hope my mom has it somewhere.
see
I just want to say shout out to all the clowns out there.
Yeah.
Clown Miss, our buddy.
Love you, brother.
Gonna be all right.
I remember when all the clowns were acting like Pennywise and people would be putting red balloons out of sewers, like right after those
Yeah.
movies came out. Dude, that was so entertaining and fun to just drive past like a random red balloon popping out of a sewer. I love
You
that.
sure it wasn't tied to a raccoon or something with the get well? The
Nah, it'd be a
Get Well
Mylar
balloons?
balloon that would say,
Oh,
"Get
Be
well."
honest,
yeah.
dude. I watched Bozo growing up. Creeped me out. Even that creeped me out. And I liked Bozo. I liked the grand prize game. I liked to fantasize about getting to play that. I'm like, I'm putting that ping pong ball in that 6 bucket, and
Dude,
I'm
that
taking
was
home
awesome.
that bike. But Cookie was a creepy clown, which was his sidekick. And then there was like a genie dude on there that was real creepy.
Dude,
Dude,
look
he
at
looked like he'd tickle your butt with a feather or something.
Look at the pictures of the first Ronald McDonald, the one that Willard Scott played.
That's the one with the cup on his nose, right?
Before, the Ronald we all know from the McDonald's commercials, like the original first iteration of Ronald McDonald is nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, being fully honest, Bozo's one of the scariest looking clowns.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the eyebrow thing, like the high arch
Well,
eyebrows.
that's kind of what the Gacy one based his stuff off, right?
I don't
think
know,
so.
man. I just know that like
The
this,
the big ruffled.
Because if you see the hobo clowns, they're the sad face ones and all that. You never think they're creepy.
Yeah, what is that? He's got the neck ruffle thing going on.
What about people who are sexually attracted to clowns and have that fetish? Is that more terrifying? I don't know.
Well, my wife married a
I
redhead.
know a girl who makes money doing that. She does she dresses up like sexy clown on I don't know if she does OnlyFans or not, but she's been doing burlesque like that for a while. There is a
Think of, like,
subsect of people.
Harley Quinn, right? She's kind of
Yeah.
She's
I
a
mean,
clown.
I guess if you
Sexy clown.
sexy something up enough, people get over it.
yeah.
I'm going to look up sexy clown and see what comes up and see if I'm scared of that.
Yeah. Is that Billy Corgan with
I
Bozo?
don't know, man. I can't tell.
I think that's Billy Corgan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it was done in Chicago, right?
Yeah, at the Final Bozo show.
Was Billy?
Yes, that is Billy Corgan.
Sweet.
Was he in the final?
Yes, Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins was in the final taping of the Bozo show.
Well, it
up in
takes my
Chicago.
theory away because I never saw a picture of those two together until now. There we go.
Yeah.
Lizzo.
Wow.
Wizzo was the other guy.
Wizzo?
Yeah. Look up Wizzo from the Bozo show. This guy creeped me out. He had bug eyes. Wizzo. No thanks.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that guy, dude.
Yeah. Look like
No way, bro.
it was
That-
like a clown version of Jafar.
Yeah.
And clearly he was an alcoholic. Look at that red nose. Clearly he was boozed up. That is
Anyway.
creepy, man.
Yeah, here's
some
the
people,
three.
yeah, some people are disgusted by clowns. Disgusted.
Wizzo
Can't be in
and
the same room.
Wizzo and Bozo's Circus.
Any-
Wizzo the Wizard.
And does anybody here have any irrational fears that you would that come on, trust tree. You are irrationally afraid of what?
I thought there'd be
Or let's say skeeved out or disgusted by.
I thought there would be a shark in every pool I was ever in.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So stupid.
now there's a movie called Night Swim that's coming out. That's about basically like swimming at night and having something.
Well,
in
I
the
know.
pool.
Listen, I know you're afraid of bodies of water when you can't see under the water. I
Right.
understand that, but I don't think that's irrational.
No, I'm talking about in a swimming pool though. Like there's not a shark in the swimming pool.
You know mine. It's not a fear, but it's just like you said skeeve. So
Yeah, your fingers, stuff on your fingers.
I don't like peanut butter on my fingers.
All right, I'll go over some things,
Really
and you
bothers
tell me if you find it disgusting or not, like something to skeeve you out. People's breath being on your face
Yeah, no.
or in your face, any breath, bad and good breath, that makes my skin crawl.
Well, I mean, it's not pleasurable
Breath.
for anybody, but
I don't
mean,
mind Tim.
But it's disgusting.
Yeah, but they're talking about something where it sends you somewhere else. You know what I mean?
That sends me somewhere else.
Like, man, listen. I'm not trying
I
to
don't
be
like
dramatic, but the last time that I tried like putting my hand in like peanut butter and like kneading things and all that kind of stuff, I started convulsing a little bit. You ever convulse because somebody's breath was on you, man?
Yeah.
What? Convulse?
Yeah.
I started shaking. It wasn't good. Like I don't like oils and things on my fingers. It really skeeves me. And
I thought you had a sexual awakening or something.
no. It wrecks me in a bad way.
All right. How about dirty dishwater? Does that skeeve anybody out?
Nah.
Like to the point where you can't handle touching it?
Stinky breath skeeves me out for what that's worth, but I think that's everybody, right?
How about hearing somebody with a heavy, productive cough? Not a dry cough, but like a really
good hack.
Like I'm getting something going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them. Actually, I'm like, oh, get it, girl. Yeah.
You don't want to vomit?
No.
Okay. Long fake nails.
I do have a problem with this. My brain, and maybe you guys are like this too. My brain immediately goes to how do they wipe whenever they're in the bathroom. And I know that, like, you know, and trust me, like some chicks look really cool and dudes look cool as hell with long ass nails. But I have some questions.
Do you like does it bother you when we hear like the tappy tappies?
No. That's cool. That's ASMR. That's fine.
Okay.
But I want to know, like, I'll watch, like, one of my favorite women to follow online is this British chick named Sammy Jeffcoat. She's just super hot. She has the best style. And she goes and gets her nails done, like, every week because I guess she's a millionaire. And I look at some of her nails, like, hers aren't incredibly long, but I just wonder, like, how dirty is underneath those fake nails? Like, what is going on under there? And I used to have fake nails.
We can't do anything. I've seen pictures and videos of women with, giant, 6-inch long nails. Like, how could you do anything? You can't.
Like Gwen Stefani. I'm like, what are you doing?
What's the answer?
She doesn't have
big ones?
not 6-inch nails.
Yo, how do
long
they wipe?
as hell. How do you wipe? How do you get up in there?
That's a real
Well,
question.
Gwen Stefani has somebody who does it for her.
Blake Shelton.
You think so?
Blake Shelton, yes.
Blake!
Hell.
I'm more skeeved out by real ones.
Really? Like
Dude,
long
those
ones?
long, when they start getting wavy, people trying to break the record. You ever seen like the Guinness Book of World Records
yeah.
for finger?
where they-
somebody.
Yeah, isn't it something like Indian dude?
Or you ever see somebody with like a real coke nail, like a real long yellow?
Mac Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Nail.
It always has a nice leather coat on.
That's right.
No, like the nails that become so long they start curling. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the woman in the Guinness Book of World
That trips
Records.
me out.
Oh, yeah, that.
Imagine how that person wipes.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You got like 2 feet of fingernails.
Think how long it takes you to wash your hands.
I think it was an Indian dude.
Poorly.
And the debris that gets all up under there, and you got to get it out with like a little nail shovel.
You know what? Yesterday, I had some long toenails.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I cut them, and I skied myself out.
Yeah.
Do you let them fly
I
everywhere?
let this go way too long.
I did
Do you
the
let your
same thing
toenails fly
recently.
everywhere when you're cutting them, or do you put do you have a
No.
little area and you sweep them up? And
No,
you put 'em-
I
Collect.
I cut them, and they'll fly, but then I'll collect.
Right.
Cut, collect,
Eat.
discard.
Eat.
Gotcha.
Nails.
Sorry, St. Louis.
I was sitting, and I was sitting, and I was cutting my toenails.
The Queen.
Do you file them after you
No.
cut? See, this is a problem that women have with you guys. Because Tim will do this. He'll cut them, and I call them his witch nails because he, they're sharp. I'm getting shanked left and right. And
They will
bent.
naturally. They will naturally.
Flake toe.
become dull?
Because you're killing everything in sight.
I don't know.
I file mine.
Good.
I've never had the sharpness or the file. You just cut and there you go.
Just
They're
cut.
short.
We're done.
They're
I think
short.
it helps
Get a file.
prevent hangnails.
I don't know. I just cut. Okay.
I need to start doing that.
I mean, you're not using the fingernail ones, right? You're using the big old fatties.
The fatties are for the toes.
That's what we're talking
You mean
about.
the clippers
I'm
or
talking
the
about
file?
I'm talking about the fat clippers.
Yeah, man. But then you file them down.
Sometimes you get down to your little
I don't think
little
I need
piggies
to.
with them fatties, though, and you're like,
Went
dang,
too
I
far.
went too far.
All right. Okay. Does this turn your stomach? People who spit on the sidewalk or out in public.
Loogies?
Oh.
Yeah.
Just people who spit.
Spitting is weird to me.
Yeah.
I
Remember-
spit sometimes.
Remember, I got a thing like you probably haven't seen this, but like dudes go in and they spit in the
spitter.
urinal, and it still doesn't make any
They
sense.
spit in the
And-
urinal?
Yeah,
Some-
we've
some
talked about
people-
Another
do this.
place I always get I'm weirded out with is on a baseball field. How they'll sit there by the second base or whatever, spitting like crazy right as you're going to be sliding in there eventually, and yet they don't say, "Yeah, that'll be all right. I'll slide through my
Yeah,
own
I
spit."
think
Like
I
that's
think
the
it's
one
a
place you get
nervous-
a pass.
I think that's probably a nervous habit.
It's just weird. You want to slide in that though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking water because I'm trying to replenish water. I'm out here sweating. Why would I want to just voluntarily dump it out? Mm-hmm. It's very weird.
Does people spitting in public skeeve you out?
For sure. Yeah, it's illegal in some countries.
Yeah. Keeping shoes on in the house. I know that's a thing for Moon.
Yeah, I have to have my feet covered. But I understand the nastiness, which is why I have house shoes. So I'm Mr. Rogers it. And Mr. Rogers had it right, man. Like that. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't
comfy.
bother me. I understand. It really bothers my wife. Like it really bothers my wife. Not on the main floor, but if I walk upstairs to the bedroom and I have my shoes on, let's say, oh my God, I forgot something upstairs, and we're right about to go out, I'll run up the stairs with my shoes on. She will.
Really?
Oh yeah. She's like, I walk around there barefoot, and now you're bringing whatever you brought outside upstairs into the bedroom on the bottom of your feet.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Like I don't know, people spitting on the sidewalk, and now you brought it into my bedroom.
she and I have the
I get
same
that.
mindset with that, but I have not won that fight yet in the house.
I'm worried about, like, if I go, like, for instance, Saturday night, like, I was walking around streets of St. Louis, Ballpark Village. Like, when I got home, I immediately took my cowboy boots off because I don't want to take all the germs into my house. And I do that, like, if I go to a hospital, I always take my shoes off before I, like, walk all around my house. So it depends on, like, where I've been, Like, that matters.
Like that matters.
Right.
You're
Idiot.
still walking outside.
I know.
But your choice at home is barefoot?
I love being barefoot, yeah. I'm barefoot 98% of the time when I'm not at work.
Oh, man, I can't do it.
Yeah, I roll in socks.
I'm barefoot only when I'm in a pool.
I roll around in socks. All right, when people... good. Right.
I just guess it doesn't bother me that much because it's just the bottom of my feet. Like, I don't care if you keep your shoes on in my house. I'll still walk around barefoot. I vacuum and sweep and clean the floors pretty regularly.
I don't know. It's still, some people would think you'd like absorb the yuckiness through the bottom of your feet. I don't know. When people let their dogs lick their face, does it skeeve you out?
Only when they do, like, open mouth kissing with their dog. It's like, what are you doing, man? I don't mind if, like I've had dogs lick my face before. It's fine. But I'm not going to open my mouth like, ow.
I don't like it.
It's a little excessive.
I don't like it.
It's a little excessive. Sorry.
Josh in the chat says wearing socks to bed. I agree. That's nasty.
That's nasty.
weird.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You're right. I'm barefoot at night. I forgot. When I'm
pool?
When I'm horizontal, or I'm in the pool, my toes are out.
Accidentally touching the inside of a sink while washing your hands.
Yep, I have to
Yep.
restart the whole process.
Me too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Gross.
Wait, accidentally.
Accidentally
Like you hit
touching
the
the
rim or
inside of the
something?
sink when washing your hands.
Do you wash your sink out? Like
I don't. I mean,
every week at least?
How
I
small
try
are
to
your
wipe
sinks?
it down after doing the dishes.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had that issue. I mean, how often are
So
you
the
bumping
bathroom
your-
in here, you don't accidentally. Sometimes your pinky barely touches the sink whenever you're, just got done washing it. You're getting ready to dry it. And
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. I don't.
I have to
don't
redo
think so.
everything again.
I'm a pretty tight hand washer though. I'm like a, and
Must
everything
be
is like
nice.
this. I'm
Yeah.
I'm doing like
You're
this.
Mr. Burns.
I don't know. If I touch
That's
the
how
inside
I
of a
wash my
sink,
hands. How are you?
You wash
how
your
are
hands
guys
like you
doing?
got somebody tied to the railroad track.
right.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, ugh.
communal food like potlucks or pizzas for work or parties. Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it. Hate everything about it.
Well, it depends on the food, too.
Dude, Go ahead.
If there's like a spoon to get it, like, but even that, like everybody's touching the spoon. It's a mess.
I was dying the other day. My friend texted me, and he's like, man, I don't know. Sister started dating a guy, and I know his dad real well. His dad's a real cool dude, but he's like, he just texted me out of the blue. He goes, Chad double dips, but he's good to her. And I go, what's that mean? And he goes, I got to tell you later. I'm just texting it to you as a bookmarker. So I talked to him later, and he was like, my sister's new boyfriend, my dad got all skeeved out because he was like watching him at a party, and he was double dipping his chips. And he's like, my dad's never like this. And he's like, wouldn't eat. He's like, pizza came. He's like, tried to get in there quick before.
Yeah.
So now he's got this picture in his mind of the new boyfriend that he won't eat pizza after. He's like, my dad's not normally like that.
He's skeeved out by the boyfriend.
He's like, it was just the thing that like rubbed him. Maybe he's looking. Maybe it's his baby girl, and he's looking for a reason.
And you know what? He's never going to be able to get over it.
He's like, he's good to her. He can be part of the family, but he's like, keep an eye on him. He's a double dipper. He caught him double dipping on chips or something.
And that's going to be basically his long-lasting first impression. It will be with him forever.
It's just funny the things that people will latch on to, which I get it. I get it.
Touching the inside of a wet shower curtain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
It's just like an old shower, like with the mildew or whatever it is.
Oh, no.
I hate that.
A new shower curtain's great.
You can't ever.
Curtain's a curtain.
Curtain's a curtain.
That is weird. I didn't realize man, that's a bummer. I guess I do have a few of these weird things because that one is definitely a great one.
If it like touches your back, like a vinyl.
Sticks to you?
I just remember
God.
on Warped Tour, we would have maybe 3 bathrooms for I don't know how many thousands of people that were using it.
Yeah.
Behind stage there, and whenever you touch any of that kind of stuff, it was the worst.
You've seen the showers at Riverport. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a.
Oh, yeah.
At the amphitheater. Disgusting.
Because they're backed up. They're
So
overflowing.
imagine that in a hotter place on Warped Tour.
I don't want to.
And that's how we had to shower.
Yeah.
For years and years.
I guess. And you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Which is why I'm always talking about how nice
know, the
truck stop showers are, brother. Like, think about some of the showers we had to take day in, day out. You get into a truck stop, you're like, whoo!
It's like the Four Seasons.
Look at this place.
Sharing drinks. Hate it. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
even amongst family members.
Yeah,
I hate it.
mom was like, "Hey, let me have a drink of your margarita the other day." I go, "Get out of here! Like, or get a new. Take what you want, but don't be with your backwash in there."
I know, I know we're family. I still. No. I don't like it.
And especially like milk and like creamy things. Like I've had this for a long time where people will be like, "Ooh, let me try that milkshake that you're drinking." No.
Yeah, my wife and I, we were just driving through out on a nice little road trip and drinking margaritas, and she wanted to drink out of mine. I was like, "Come on,
lady."
Even with my wife, like it's fine. Like I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it.
But at least you like mouth kiss your wife.
I know, but still, it's still in a way.
We assume.
We do.
It still skeeves me out a bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Even the kids, like, let me try that. No.
Especially the kids.
Especially the kids.
Just germ monsters.
Gross. Love you, but gross.
It's one of those things where it's healthy mental game where you realize 99% of the time nothing is going to come from this, so it's all right.
I'm not taking a chance.
It's all right.
That's
it's just as gross as having to sit out in the open.
Well, you got like a 4-year-old kid or a 3-year-old kid, and like my nephew, like I'd be drinking like a Snapple or something, and he'd waddle up to me, "Oh, Auntie Lauren, like, let me," and then he like takes it, and you're like, "Well, this is over." And then they put their like slobbery little mouth, and it's just all, and it's so
and that's
cute,
in my
but it's
head.
disgusting.
That's in my head. That's why I have a big deal with potluck, like potluck dinners, or everybody bring a dish. I don't know what's going on in the kitchen. Did the kid help make the food?
Right. Are there boogers in here?
Did he wash his hands?
Right.
My favorite thing is hearing all stage performers be skeeved out about drinks or that kind of stuff. And then they go up night after night and share mics with people with microphones that have been used by 1,000 people.
I hate sharing a mic. Hate it.
I mean,
Start bringing your own.
I mean, you've got to know that how disgusting some of those mics are, especially when you're like, a band starting out and you're in these grimy ass clubs. You think their sound guys are like,
no, wiping them down? No way.
Wiping those things down? No, man. Everybody's
No
like,
way.
you are just literally getting what the hardcore singer was spitting into it last night.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. If you're a singer of a band, why don't you bring your own mic?
I'm real weird about it.
The guitarist brings his own guitar.
Yeah.
I think some.
So
do,
I'm assuming
I
some
do.
do.
Yeah, I do typically.
I would, but
Like a drummer will bring his drum set, a bass player will play his, bring his bass. Zamfir will bring his own pan flute.
Yeah. I guess I'm just immune. If you think about a comedy
Comedian.
open mic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but you could just bring your own 58.
I know, but man, you go to like an open mic at a club, they're not going to wait for you to do 4 minutes. They're not going to be like, all right, get the first 1 minute is him changing the mic out.
Oh, 1 minute. It's just a boop, boop.
I mean, you just unplug, you plug in.
Two lines. Have your own mic.
That's not the stride of the show.
I'm just
though.
telling you.
I would be that guy.
You'd be that guy that doesn't get a spot, probably, then.
Oh, well.
They're
Now
like,
you'd be the
"This guy's-"
weirdo that brought his own mic.
Yeah,
I get it.
Like, you'd be the open micer who brought his own mic, and everyone would be roasting you so hard for it.
I get that aspect of it. You don't want to be.
But it is like
You don't
watch
want to
16
stand
people.
out for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, yeah. And then, also, starting out comedians, I've seen a guy, rub the mic on his ass. It's just
Yeah.
I'm wiping my butt. It's like this. And he's, putting the mic on his actual ass. And I'm just like, cool, who's next?
Yeah.
It is like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess I've just, had to block it out to be able to do it. This microphone is brand new.
Oh, well, or in the moment you don't think about it, and then after you go, this mic
Yeah.
was
I'm going to go do an open mic set. but
rubbed
don't you
on
dare
the guy
sip
before
my
me's
drink.
crotch.
In my
And then-
mind, that metal kills germs.
Yeah, you got to tell yourself
The little
that.
screen on it is a germ killer. That's what it is to me. I think this right here on the front of these mics, to me, that is made of Lysol.
Yeah, I'm using a mic. I mean, Liv uses this. Donnie uses this.
Every
Yeah.
day, you don't care.
I know.
But don't tell me you care about sipping drinks from
I
your wife.
care.
Nah.
But you're not putting your mouth directly
I'm
on
putting
that.
it near it. The germs could jump.
They are jumpers.
I'm not
Oh, there you go. Now we are.
have fun, guys.
Oh, man. He just
Halloween.
rubbed his beard out.
Happy Halloween. Happy
And I
Halloween.
do remember when I worked at Lori's, this lady came in and, the red restaurant cups?
Yeah.
She come in, this lady was like,
Pizza Hut cups.
no teeth. She was gumming the hell out of a drink for a while. And I was waiting tables and had my drink sitting up by the bar because I was bartending and waiting tables. And I went to grab a drink of my water and got her lemonade and had been watching her just for an hour and took the cup away from my mouth and could see the string of spit from her. And I almost threw up in the trash. It was one of the grossest things that's ever happened to me.
God, I'm sure you two who have worked and Scott, you worked at a restaurant, right?
yeah, yes, 2 of them. Yeah.
You guys, I mean, you've seen disgusting stuff when it comes to, especially kids at restaurants. And there's a restaurant in Georgia that's drawn some condemnation and I want to see what you guys think about this, for instituting a, quote, bad parenting fee for adults that bring poorly behaved children to the premises.
Okay.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, it's a $50 thing.
Did you read this? You saw this?
I think we talked about this, didn't we?
No, this is new. So this place is called the Toccoa Riverside Restaurant, getting attention after customers shared a picture of its menu to Reddit that disclosed there is a fee for misbehaving children. There is a, quote, gratuity of 20% added to parties over 6, and a share charge of $3. The fine print at the bottom of the menu reads, adult surcharge for adults unable to parent, and it has $3 signs.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
The restaurant charges you extra for bad parenting. And here are some Google reviews from this place, which predominantly serves seafood, along with a couple of $39 steaks. One user gave the place a 1 star, 1 out of 5 stars. Explained if you have children, absolutely avoid this place at all costs. Holy moly, the most disrespectful owner made a huge scene in front of the entire restaurant because our children were, quote, running through the restaurant. We were told we need to go to Burger King and Walmart and that we were bad parents. They have a $50 surcharge for bad kids. Your kids were running in the restaurant.
I don't think it's okay to if you're going to charge. You're getting your money. You don't need to berate and charge. I mean,
I don't have an issue with if they had a thing where, hey, if you do this, you're automatically getting, $10 or whatever added onto the tip. Like you have to pay a $10 tip. I don't think the restaurant should be able to collect the money. I think the employees should get the money because they have to clean it.
I get the charge thing, but my guess is when you do charge, there's pushback. And then that's probably where the berating comes in. I'm sure that they saw a $50 fee. And we're like, what the hell is this? And be like, well, your kids were running through my restaurant. It says clearly on the wall. That's ridiculous. No, you know what's ridiculous? You're ridiculous. Go to Walmart.
Go to Burger King.
Go to Burger King. That's probably how that all played out.
Is this piggybacking on because I think we did talk about the charge added on for children who make messes, like at the table. Do you remember this? And we talked about it. So this is just somebody getting more inventive with, if you're a bad parent, we're just going to tack this fee onto you, even if your kids aren't messy.
Well, don't forget, restaurants are now at the mercy of everybody that just wants to put a Yelp review. So, like, anybody can screw you by saying, "Oh, I didn't like the bread, so 1 star," and it's gonna affect your business. So, if you can imagine somebody goes in there and has a really bad experience because kids are flying all over the place. I don't know, man. Like, I can understand being defensive and like, being worried about it if you have enough of this.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and going, okay, this guy's discouraging bad behavior from kids. This is where I want to go with my wife on Saturday night because there's no kids.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I want to go where adults are.
Oh, you think they're trying to make press for that?
I think so.
To say, like, hey, our demo is adults.
Yeah. Okay. This is where you could come to get away from the screaming devil children at home.
Well, and also, if I'm going to get charged because I've had
this is a safe space.
Too many Long Islands and I throw up in the restroom and I'm getting charged $50 for my experience, then
have some damn self-control, for God's sakes.
All of us.
Don't have 4 Long Island iced teas.
I want to have it.
If you puke, who's puked in a restaurant bathroom?
I have not.
I'm sure I have. Not from drinking, but just random sickness.
Do they charge you for that?
There was a story about it. There was a place that was charging people a cleanup fee if you throw up in the bathroom.
Oh, like
but
a bar?
Not like, but all over the place. Not like in the toilet where it's, contained.
Yeah. Right.
When
you make a mess.
Parking lot, I did.
Because
when you make a mess.
They must have been having an issue. And just like, hey, we got to do something. Yeah, we have to do something to discourage this. So it sounds like this is an effort to discourage this. And honestly, man, if you have kids that are not built for that, whether it's your fault or not everybody's calling you a bad parent. Maybe your kids are just that way. You don't get to take them to restaurants. There are certain things that you just can't impose. Like push upon society and everybody else. Right? Am I an a-hole here?
No, I mean,
like if I have a kid that can't sit still and he likes to yell a lot, I don't get to take him to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Because it's not okay for me to ruin all the other moviegoers that just spent $17 for a movie ticket.
Dinner. You got a 4-month-old crying.
Like I understand.
I finally got a babysitter, and I've gone out. I haven't been out with my wife in 3 months.
Right.
I'm all
and
for
your
you.
stupid kid is crying.
I'm all for you. Things happen.
Go to Burger King.
Kids, kids are kids, and that's fine. It's totally cool. It's the exception. But if you know it, if you know that it's difficult with a particular child or a set of kids or something like that, you don't get to do everything you want, and that's okay, man.
Yeah,
that's okay.
You had kids, and you have eliminated yourself from certain activities now.
Yeah,
it's a choice you've made. It's a choice you've made.
One of our kiddos is a mover. The dude, he can't sit still, and that's fine. And now he's fine. We went to the movies yesterday and whatever. But when he was younger, movies weren't the best thing.
Yeah,
and we learned.
He's a shark. He's got to be in constant motion.
Yeah, he was in a constant motion, and you know what? We learned that if we took him to a packed theater, this is not going to be enjoyable for everybody else. So we didn't do that.
Be a good citizen. Be a good citizen and think about other people.
Yeah, and he grew out of it, and here we are. We're back. It's all good.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was on a plane with a kid that didn't bother me at first, but like the kid keep reaching up and like grabbing me. Oh, the whole flight, dude. 4-hour flight to L.A. This kid's behind me and like not a baby. Probably like 4 or 5.
Oh, 4 or 5 is not a baby. That's a toddler.
Kept reaching up and just like, I was in a window seat. They were in the window seat behind me and they kept coming around the window and like touching my arm and like touching my face and stuff. And I'm like, I'd turn around, I'd look, and the mom's just like listening to her headphones. Like she's seeing it. She just ain't doing anything about it.
Wow.
And I'm not being like a total jerk because I have kids and I don't hate kids. I don't hate all kids. I hate some of your kids. But like, I just like would turn around.
I hate most kids.
I would turn around and just be like, like I thought someone was trying to get my attention.
Yeah.
To draw her attention.
And did she see you turn around?
Oh, yeah.
And she
We
didn't do
made eye
anything.
contact. About the 20th time I turned around and made eye contact with her, I'm like, lady,
Yeah.
strap this kid in or something. Like, give him an iPad. Like, why don't you give them the iPad you're watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could
She might be
clearly
doing that.
needs to be entertained.
Was it
Yeah.
the news or is it one of you guys that was on a flight where a gal came in? Because on a flight, you know, they have to take the kids somewhere. You know,
Yeah.
they can't drive for 30 hours. So it was a flight where a mom came in and had like a small child who she knew was going to be kind of disruptive, and she was giving out gift bags to
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
I've had that. Yes.
That's a thing.
Saying like,
That's
"Hey man,
cute.
I'm really sorry.
Sorry. Sorry in advance.
This kid's a little wild. I'm going to do my best, but here's something to let you know that I know my kid sucks right now."
There's nothing more mortifying than knowing that your kid is disrupting the peace of other people.
Yeah.
Sure. I bet.
And you know what? It's okay that the restaurant is charging a $50 fee.
That's what they're allowed to do.
Control your kids.
They are, but I think it'd be good to make it a tip. So it's extra for
I
the
like it.
person clean it.
Yeah, I had another flight where there was like, this was wild to me too. It was clearly like a hipster couple. Like just everything about them screamed like alternative parenting. And they had 3 kids and 2 dogs. And they put all the kids and dogs on like one side of a Southwest flight. So the 3 seats, 2 dogs under the seats. Mm-hmm. Might even been a cat. They were traveling like, they were rolling deep with pets and kids. And then the parents sat across the aisle with a seat in between them. I don't know if they bought 3 seats so they could have some room. And they just like put their headphones on and just did not. And the kids were wild the whole flight. They were fighting and yelling and
right.
like
That's not right.
getting the dogs out of their carriers. And I'm just like, man,
Yeah, come on.
you guys can't split. Like, can't each of you sit with the kids? You basically just put them on this side of the aisle like they're your problem now.
Yeah. See this aisle? It's like a border.
We can't see what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. It's a wall. I don't know what's going on over there. It's a whole nother territory. Somebody else's problem now, at least for these couple hours we're in flight.
Yep.
All right, hey, a palate cleanser. We haven't done this in a while. Let's play a game of Think Fast, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Learn if you want to get out the...
Halloween edition.
Sure, I'm ready for this.
No, this edition is haven't done this in a while edition.
Oh, boy.
Refresher course.
All right, so I'm going to ask a question, and your name is the buzzer,
Okay.
and we'll see who wins at the end of, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. When we're done is when I say we're done.
Okay.
Great.
All right, guys. Again, your name is the buzzer.
Okay.
A sport that starts with a G.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Golf.
Golf, yes.
Wait for
close.
Rafe.
Something you make in a crock pot that starts with an S.
Moon.
Rafe.
Moon.
Stew.
Stew, yes.
Good answer.
A fall scent that starts with a C.
Scott.
Scott.
Cauliflower.
No, learn.
No.
Learn cinnamon.
Yes.
Ah, there we
Minus
go.
1 for Scott.
Minus one for
Oh, man. I thought that was a good
I
guess.
like that.
Yes. The smell of cauliflower in the fall.
Yankee Candle. You're on to something.
Thank you.
Speaking of fall, a place you could shop fall decorations that starts with an H.
Learn.
Learn.
Home goods.
Yes, that's exactly what I had written down too.
Wow. Thank you.
Something you drink that starts with a T.
Rafe.
Learn.
Rafe.
Tequila.
Yes. An NFL team that starts with a C.
Learn.
Rafe.
Learn.
Chicago Bears.
Damn.
Damn.
Yes, that counts.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Were you going to say no?
Let's say Cowboys. I'm not the judge.
Were you going to say Cowboys?
I was going to say Cowboys.
Give Moon a point.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But I didn't buzz in.
I was going to say Carolina Panthers. Do I get one?
No.
Okay,
Oh.
cool.
A mode of transportation that starts with a B.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Bicycle.
Yes. Wow. A breakfast food that starts with a C.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Cooked sausage.
Point.
What?
Yes.
Raw sausage would be bad.
I'll give you a point. Let me see here. A body part that starts with an E.
Scott.
Scott.
Ear.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
A type of dessert that starts with an I.
Moon.
Moon.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, man.
A U.S. state that starts with an A.
Moon.
Moon.
Alabama.
Yes. Something you bring to school in your backpack that starts with a B.
Moon.
Rafe.
Moon.
Book.
Yes.
Hitting it.
A penalty in football that starts with an H.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Holding.
Yes.
Wow.
A place you go in the fall that starts with a P.
Moon.
Scott.
Moon.
Pittsburgh. And then there's leaves and stuff there.
Picnic.
Picnic
Yes,
in the
okay.
fall? All right.
I was going to say Pennsylvania, but that's hilarious.
Pittsburgh.
That was mine.
Why not? Some people have
I had
family in Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania
and they're
in
going
mind.
to visit them for Thanksgiving.
Pittsburgh in the fall.
No, I'm not taking it.
Okay.
A dangerous animal starting with an R.
Rafe.
Moon. No, Scott.
Rabid dog.
Rabbit dog, yes.
All right.
I forgot to
A
buzz
TV
back in.
show starting with a G.
Learn.
Scott.
Learn.
Gilmore Girls.
Yes, that's what I
Ooh,
was
double G.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Double points.
Something expensive that starts with an R.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Rolex.
Yes.
Ooh.
A fish starting with a C.
Rafe.
Scott.
Rafe.
Catfish.
Yes.
Darn. Clownfish is what I was going for.
Something you keep hidden. Starting with an A.
Learn.
Scott.
Darn.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Anal beads.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
2 points.
You hide those
Rafe.
twice.
In a toolbox.
A historical figure who was assassinated.
Moon.
Moon.
Kennedy.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, no.
Whoa, no.
I know. I was
No
waiting
letter.
for the start.
Wow.
I was waiting for a
Be on
letter.
your
That was
toes.
good.
An article of clothing starting with an S.
Learn.
Learn.
Skirt.
Yes. Something loud starting with a J.
Rafe.
Scott.
Rafe.
Jackhammer.
Yes. A crime starting with a C.
Learn.
Learn. A crime starting with a C.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Carjacking.
Yes.
Nice.
Dang it.
Why could I not get one?
A brand name starting with a P.
Moon.
Scott.
Moon.
Learn.
Rafe.
Yeah, Cardin.
Scott. Scott.
Learn. Learn.
Come on,
learn.
man.
Learn was next.
Prada.
Prada.
Man.
Pierre Cardin didn't count.
Okay,
You
yeah.
waited too long. You had a
giggled.
mouthful of.
He waited long on a couple of
I
his.
buzzed him.
What?
-1 for Moon.
Minus.
I ga-
It's a Pierre
I gave
Cardin.
you a point, and
I-
now I'm taking it away.
And I gave you a Seinfeld reference, and you blew it.
Pierre Cardin. All right, Moon. Any drink starting with a Y.
Yellow 5.
What is that?
Yellow.
Scott.
Rafe.
Yellow mellow.
It's mellow
Rafe.
yellow.
Oh, it is.
Yingling.
Yes.
Yingling. Wow.
Yellow mellow. That's something
Yellow
totally
mellow.
different.
How did you not say Yoo-hoo?
You've been talking about you for
We've been
days.
talking about Yoo-hoo for weeks.
That's a dessert.
You've mentioned it every day for 2 weeks straight.
A capital city starting with a D.
Scott.
Yes.
Denver.
Yes. Something that fits in your hand starting with an M.
Scott.
Moon.
Scott.
Microphone.
Yes.
Oh, that's really good.
An occupation starting with an F.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Firefighter.
Yes. All right.
I thought fart in a jar person.
Bar in a
would've
jar.
worked.
All right, we got 1, 2, 3. All right, 5 more.
Oh.
No letters. No letters.
Oh,
no
free
letters.
for all.
Oh.
No letters.
So how do we say it?
Free for all.
Okay.
It's a free for all. Any author.
Moon.
Moon.
Rafe.
Learn.
Scott.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Mark Twain.
Yes.
The two that I thought of, you wouldn't know. So I was like, I'll give you a Harper Lee, but I didn't get there.
Harper Lee. Yeah. I
To
know
Kill a
Harper Lee.
Mockingbird.
Who would you have said?
I was going to say Will Durant, but you don't know Will Durant.
Will Durant.
That's philosophy.
Kevin Durant's brother.
Twain's a one.
Something made of metal.
Rafe.
Rafe.
10.
Yes. Tin.
10.
It's made of metal, right? 10's a metal.
Yeah, tin. Okay. A nickname for somebody with red hair.
Learn.
Learn.
Ginger.
Gingy.
Oh my God. Did you see the new Missouri Supreme Court judge's name is Ginger Gooch?
Yes.
Thank you. Back to you.
I did everything in my power not to tweet about that low-hanging fruit
Oh, well.
with the name
too late.
Ginger Gooch. The fact that she is now a Missouri Supreme Court judge that has overcome that kind of name
Sure.
is just
Ginger
astonishing, and
Gooch.
is an achievement in it.
All rise. Your Honorable Gooch presiding.
Be seated. All right, here we go. 2 more. A bad idea for a pizza topping.
Learn.
Learn.
Pineapple.
Oh, that's.
Rafe.
Come at me, bro.
I said a bad idea. I agree.
I eat it, though, so I like bad ideas.
Oh, you eat it?
Yeah,
so it's
man.
not a
So it's
bad
a lie.
idea.
So it's a
Bad
lie.
idea for
Rafe.
others.
Scott.
Rafe.
Blue cheese.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Buffalo pizza with
Oh, man.
chicken.
I mean, there's so
blue
many
cheese?
things that could be
That's not a
I
bad
was
idea.
thinking skunk.
You don't
about
like
moon?
blue cheese?
skunk.
Dirt.
As opposed to like mozzarella on a pizza? No way.
But you like blue cheese, so it's a lie.
But it's not good on a pizza.
He's lying.
I
his
could like
ass off right
sardines,
now.
but I wouldn't put them on a pizza.
If
Like
you have
pickles, but I wouldn't
the-
put
you
them
have
on
like
pizza.
a buffalo chicken pizza.
That's not pizza, though. Come on.
Yikes.
All right, final one. Something made of wood.
Rafe. Birdhouse.
Yes. Final scores.
All right. King Scott, 4.
First place. Thank you.
Lern, 7. Or no, 8. Moon, 8. Rafe, 15.
Wow. Whoa. Congratulations. All right, that's how we think fast, guys.
Very good.
Now we're all warmed up, ready to go, and we're ready to shout out the hats of the week. By the way, and all 5 of these companies have made very generous donations to the Song Society, and we thank you for that. We'll start with Lern, and the hat she is wearing
is from Getaway Carts. They are a local St. Louis golf cart dealer with new and used golf carts. They even have e-bikes, golf carts available to fit all your budgets, financing available as well. Full service customization of golf carts. You can call them at 314-650-2951 or see for yourself, getawaycarts.com.
Thank you for your generous donation to the Song Society. Rafe, your very bright knit hat.
Yes, I'm very tan in this hat. Flynn Landscaping, thank you for making me look tan. And Flynn Landscaping specializes in lawn, landscape maintenance, irrigation, and arbor care in Ladue, Frontenac, and surrounding areas. Cue up the exploder sound effect. Now hiring. Salary and hourly employees up to $78K per year, paid vacation and sick days, and paid training and certifications. That's a lot of money, guys. That's a good living. FlynnLandscapingInc.com or call 314-243-6784 for more info.
Thank you, Flynn Landscaping. King Scott.
Just-in-time construction and remodeling. And now that fall and the holidays are finally here, we've started spending more time indoors, and you've probably realized that it's time to update your kitchen, the bathroom, maybe finish the basement or a painting project or just some minor repairs. Well, let Justin and his team of experienced remodeling contractors help bring those into reality. He's been serving St. Louis since 2002, so give him a call directly to see how he could be of service to you today. 314-570-2000 or reach out to him on Facebook, Just in Time 24/7.
Thank you very much. My head is sponsored by Trimlight Southeast Missouri. Trimlight is an innovative patented lighting system that allows customers to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on their homes and businesses, eliminating the hassle and worry at hanging Christmas or holiday lights ever again. Serving Southeast Missouri and surrounding areas, they will come to you. TrimlightSemo.com, TrimlightSemo.com. And finally, Moon's Head is sponsored by
Faster House. If you or somebody you know has a house that they need to sell quickly, Faster House is the place to go. No formal inspections, contingencies, or shenanigans. They will get you to the closing table, even if the house smells like cats. Check out Faster House, fasterhouse.com. to learn more.
Even if the house smells like cats.
Yeah,
that's a great selling point.
It can smell and look like anything. Faster House will handle it for you.
And again, thank you all for donating to the Song Society. All right, that's brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Ballwin, Missouri, Glenn Petcher is our Team Rizz member today.
Yeah, Glenn!
Glenn is an avid Rizz evangelist and finds it hard to go a day without referencing something from the show. He appreciates the impact the show has made on both him and the city of St. Louis, and how it remains to be a major staple to his day. Glenn loves the energy that Rafe and Lern have added to the show, and no matter what the subject is, they can make him laugh. Glenn Petcher from Baldwin is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz.
Happy birthday, Glenn.
All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with some news. It is 7:20.
10 weeks or about.
Program phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. On Twitter, somebody writes, Rizz, act like you care about other people. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Also, Rizz, I hate everyone else's kids.
Life's a duality.
Well, what does that have to do? The one thing doesn't have to do with the other.
You need to act like you like
How does
everybody's
my
kids.
not liking kids affect you going to a restaurant and enjoying your meal?
Well, you look grouchy. Mm-hmm. You're glaring at my boy.
I keep that to myself.
Yeah.
When I'm out in public. Scriptwriter writes, you guys are getting roasted for the child in the restaurant charge. Ari, by who? Who's roasting us?
I don't know.
Being roasted?
I see and feel no roasting.
Oh, are we being roasted? I don't know. Sorry for being honest, guys. Sorry. Let me see. What do we got coming up? We got, we're going to play, what's the game called?
Simpleton
Trivia.
Trivia.
Simpleton Trivia. Haven't played that in a while. We'll give away some fabulous prizes. Blink-182 tickets, Greta Van Fleet tickets, Gravity Kills tickets, and tickets to go see comedian Ari Shaffir. Porno birthday coming up, crap on celebrities, your emails. But first, time for some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
So I just want to just give everybody a warning here. Halloween. Let's remember, we got pets. Don't forget about the pets today.
Okay.
The vets at Trusted House Sitters, it's a website, say if you want to keep your furry buddies out of the pet ER this Halloween, then avoid feeding them the following foods. Okay? Remember this. Pumpkin pie mix, hard to digest for dogs.
Okay.
Do not give them pumpkin pie mix. Now, plain canned pumpkin, okay, though. Sugary candies given those to pets can cause diarrhea and dehydration. Don't do it. Sugar-free candies containing xylitol. That could cause liver toxicity and a dangerous change in sugar levels. Chocolate, of course, you cannot give to pets. Chocolate could contain high levels of chemicals harmful to your cat or dog.
Unless you're my dog from childhood, because that dog.
Love chocolate?
That big dummy. We had my mom loves cookie cake, and we had Mrs. Fields or Great American Cookie Company, whatever the heck was in Crestwood Plaza, I forget. They used to make, now they're like this big, they're like pizza pie. Mm-hmm. They used to have one that was square, that was rectangle, that was enormous, like Bigfoot, Pizza Hut, or whatever that, I forget who made that pizza. But remember how big that thing was, a box like this?
Damn.
Yes.
We hadn't taken a slice out of this thing. And we woke up, and the box was on the floor, and it was gone.
Dog cleared it?
The whole thing. And we were like, oh, my God. I was a kid. I was like, the dog's going to die. The chocolate, the icing alone, that's my mom and I's favorite part. It was covered in icing. All gone. Dog not affected at all.
They say, if your pet eats something toxic, get it to the vet right away. You could also call the Pet Poison Helpline. I don't know there was such a thing.
Neither did I.
The Pet Poison Helpline. Lern's putting it in her VIP contacts immediately.
Rizz is, what number is that?
That's 855
764
7661. Yeah, put that in your favorites. And for an $85 incident fee, they'll help you know if you could treat your pet at home or if you need to seek additional help. That's the Pet Poison Helpline. I want to know more about this story. It's local. A local story. I don't have many details, but a Festus woman was arrested on October 19th outside the McDonald's on Truman Boulevard for indecent exposure. The chief of the Festus Police Department says they got a call around 7 o'clock that day about the incident. He says basically a 34-year-old female was drunk in the parking lot. She yelled at somebody in a car, dropped her pants, and urinated.
That's a fun day.
There we go. Yeah. Shout out to Festus. All right. Good job. That says classy all over it.
Oh, yeah.
The chief says he's not sure if she was arguing with somebody. Quote, I don't know why she did it. He said officers arrested the woman, took her into custody. She was released pending application for charges. Festus Police will seek a charge against her for indecent exposure. I want to know more about this. What's the story here? Who is this woman? And why do I like her?
Yeah.
Why am I already a fan? There's got to be more to that story. Twice a year, most Americans change their clocks forward or back an hour as part of daylight saving time. This year, why don't we turn it back to clocks? Who knows? When are we turning back the clocks?
The 17th and 18th.
It's not happening.
It's on the 18th.
You said the 18th?
I'm going, let's see, the 10th or whatever that Sunday is.
Okay.
The second Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go the 16th.
We are turning back the clocks. When, Rafe?
November 4th.
Yes, it's this Saturday.
Oh, good.
It's this Saturday?
Get that extra hour. Let's go.
Poop.
You get an extra hour of sleep. This is the extra hour.
This is my
This
favorite
is fall
time.
back.
Yeah.
This is fall back. So actually be Sunday morning at 2 a.m.
Extra sleep.
Extra sleep, fall back, spring ahead. You know, there have been talks to make daylight saving time a permanent thing, but there's no immediate plan in place. The idea is to end the clock changing. The idea to end the clock changing was put before Congress in the last couple of years when the U.S. Senate unanimously approved the Sunshine Protection Act of 2022, a bill that would make daylight saving time permanent. Although the Sunshine Protection Act was passed, again, unanimously by the Senate in 2022, it did not pass the House of Representatives. It was not signed by the president. So,
I don't know who's like, nah.
I don't like that it's saving time. Everything else is savings. A health savings account. I have a savings account. Why the hell is this daylight saving time? What?
Because you get more sunshine.
No, I know, but why aren't we calling it savings? Because everybody says that anyway.
Oh, so saving.
Yeah. I have a
so
hard
you
time
have a
with that.
problem with the no S.
Yeah, the pluralization.
So this is daylight saving time.
Right.
Not savings time. Okay, so you have a problem with the
I'm
no
pretty
S.
sure it is. Oh, no.
It's saving.
It's saving. Because everybody says savings, and then some a-hole will be like, oh, it's saving time.
And that a-hole is me.
Remind me again. Remind me again. If it passed, would we change?
No, we would stay.
We'd stay here.
Now. We would stay where we are now.
Great.
So we would stay where we are now
Forever.
forever.
Man, a bummer it didn't go through.
Yeah, is there a chance it could before this?
There is a 2023 version. It's just sitting there in Congress. It's not. It's just an idle bill.
Oh, come on, guys. This is the most
I'm
important
just a
thing right
bill.
Yeah, just not doing anything.
Get Ginger Gooch on the case.
now. Yeah.
Ginger Gooch.
Ginger Gooch, the new
Saver of time.
you
the
said,
new Missouri
you said
Supreme Court Justice.
it already passed in Congress before. Congress already passed before.
It passed the Senate.
Aren't there parts
Not
of the country
not
that
the
just
House.
don't
I
do
see.
it?
So it's got to pass the Senate and the House, and the president's got to sign it. Pass the Senate, stalled.
Dang.
So this weekend, before you go to bed, Saturday night, set your clocks back 1 hour. Daylight saving time ends Sunday, November 5th at 2 a.m. So, yes,
We were so
enjoy
close.
that extra hour of sleep.
We were so close.
Now, speaking of savings,
There are parts of the country that do not recognize daylight saving time.
Yeah.
in Arizona.
Hawaii, too.
Very snooty.
Hawaii, most of Arizona, as well as some territories of other states, do not recognize daylight savings.
Not
So
a lot of-
it's just crazy to me. I'm like, do we even know what time it is?
Never.
Like, we're trying to cure cancer, and we can't even agree what time it is?
Right.
But a lot of people don't know this. Overland doesn't.
Overland doesn't accept daylight saving time.
Time blindness in Overland.
I
What's
do not
that?
accept.
Garrett says he works midnights, so now he's got an extra hour of work.
Sorry, buddy.
Do I get an extra hour overtime pay for working weeknights? I don't know what you do.
Do we need to
Ask your
call
boss.
someone?
People in Overland want more daylight. They just jump higher on the trampoline.
Yeah, it's more trampoline time. It's more
Get
trampoline
closer to
time.
the sun up there.
So it's Halloween, but there's also a lesser-known holiday today known as World Savings Day. It's when we're encouraged to think about saving more and spending less. But this new poll for it kind of flies in the face of that. So 56% of Americans consider themselves to be spenders, willing to splurge if they really want something. Only 34% of us say they're savers. And 10% say they're a mix of both. And the poll found being a spender might actually make you happier, at least for now,
That's right.
until you go, man, I have no savings. Of course.
And everyone's calling me and yelling at me.
Of course. Spenders are more likely to say they're happy with their personal life, their work life, and with their current relationship. Now, the question is, will they be happier in the future? When they look at the bank account and go, okay, I'm ready to retire. Oh, boy. I go, boy. Yee.
But
I just
have a
plan on
really
living
cool
with my
TV.
sister. You know, she doesn't know it yet, but like, I'm just going to be like, girl, I'm broke and I need somewhere to live. And
Well, you could sell one of your Teslas because you don't need 4 of them.
Yeah.
it's true, but I also, I'm going to mooch when I'm old. I don't have kids. They won't.
I need somebody to mooch off of.
No, but I will not. No one will be taking care of me.
You know who I admire?
Jeez.
There's a certain subsect of people that are spenders who will die younger than they anticipated and have timed it out perfectly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're a spender your whole life. You're the grasshopper, not the ant. You've enjoyed everything. You've made no plans for the future. And guess what? Didn't need them because you died.
Can't take it with
After
you.
that last penny comes out of that bank account.
You get to heaven. You're standing in line. And they're like, man, you timed that out.
Yeah.
Great. You know, there's a few. Statistically, there's people out there that are like, mate, that were completely irresponsible, that their whole life people have been like, you're going to regret this one day. And I'm like, didn't regret it at all.
Yeah.
Didn't regret it at all.
Again, I spent that last dollar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then died.
Yeah.
And go,
I'm out.
I'm out.
Crashed a Corvette in the Swiss Alps on a vacation I couldn't afford. Kicking ass and taking names, St. Peter.
Yep, that's style. That's going out in
dude.
style.
There's a couple people that I'm like, I respect that a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, Lern, you say, the no kids thing, who's going to take care of you?
Right.
If you've got kids, their grandparents will demand photos of them in costumes today.
Oh, I demand them as an aunt. Please.
And it's probably not the first demand they made. So a poll asked 1,000 adults if their parents ever pressured them into having kids of their own. The when are you giving me grandkids question.
Yeah.
And as you'd expect, it's a common thing. And who is the one to usually do it?
The mom.
The mom.
Hello.
Our mom is usually the one doing it.
Yeah, my mom wants to be a grandma so bad. And, when I was making my decision to not have kids, that weighed on me a lot because I love my mom and she would be the best grandma. But making your mom a grandma is not a reason to procreate, in my opinion. So, it sucks.
And so with the poll, yes, moms are the ones pressuring for the grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Dads and mother-in-laws are tied, like way down there.
Really?
Like way down there.
Interesting.
In a distant second.
In a distant second, it's moms, it's dads and mother-in-laws tied.
Interesting.
Yeah, my mom asks me all the time. My dad hasn't brought it up once.
Father-in-law's just not even on the chart. Like
Father-in-law is way down
Way
too.
down,
Way
miles
down.
away.
Way past. What's the ideal number of kids to have?
0.
All right.
3.
1
3,
and
so
2
you
and a
can have a
half?
middle kid.
This is opinion, not science, right?
Yeah, opinion.
Let's say they say 2.
Almost no one in 2023 wants more than 3 or 4 max.
Huh.
The most common answer is 2. 0 kids was next.
Oh my God.
My people.
Yeah.
So it's 2, 0, and then more than 4.
Damn.
More than 4?
More than 4. Scant 1% said 15 kids would be ideal.
15 kids? For what? Like you're starting a factory?
I don't know.
They want to have their own 3-on-3 pickup basketball league, completely internal.
Yeah.
Family league.
At least 15. Fun fact, we've all been apparently sitting in our home stinking over the past couple of years. The parent company of Degree Deodorant and Axe Body Spray announced deodorant sales are finally rebounding after a huge drop during the pandemic. As soon as people started working from home, they stopped caring if they smelled like an old shoe.
Wow.
But now with people coming back to the office, that's no longer the case. Sales of personal care products are up 8% last quarter. And half of that is from deodorant sales.
Dang.
Personal care also includes, soap and body wash. So
Yeah.
we're also showering more than we have been. And a study last year found once the pandemic hit, there was a huge drop in how often we were showering, wearing deodorant, shaving, putting on makeup. We were even brushing our teeth less.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
But now that
Good
everybody's
job.
back at the office,
Please go back to work.
Now that we're not washing our hands, we're doing this stuff.
Did you guys do that? Do you feel like you stunk it out?
no. I came to work every day like I was here.
I carried on with my routine because it was the only sense of normalcy, I think. Like I showered every day. I put on deodorant every day. I still went through my daily thing, even if I wasn't leaving the house.
I put on clothes. Did you like put on actual going out clothes?
Tina thinks I'm a psycho for that, but like that's what I always, even like on Sundays, I'll put on the uniform.
Yeah.
There were fewer days, though, that I was taking multiple showers, and I bet you that plays a part. I wasn't playing soccer anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, all that kind of stuff. So, like, you know, if you're not as active, you're not taking as those extra showers.
Put on deodorant every day, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm putting on deodorant 2-3 times a day if I'm working out and then playing soccer.
I guess that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no idea because I wasn't tracking it, but I bet you I used less deodorant in 2020. Right? I mean, I would assume we all did for some reason or another. For me, I know it was because I wasn't playing soccer twice a week. I wasn't running as much. I wasn't doing any of that stuff.
Well, the deodorant companies are stoked because everything's back. Everything's back. Pharmacy workers from major chains like CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid, I think they're walking out of the job. Like they're striking.
They've had it?
They've had it. I think it started yesterday. They started yesterday or planning on walking out with this week at some point. They're demanding more staff hires and better working conditions. I guess these workers aren't unionized, so it's I don't know how many people plan to participate.
That's surprising that it's not unionized.
No, pharmacy workers. They make good money, don't they?
I think so.
I mean, pharmacists make good money.
Pharmacists, yeah.
For sure. I don't know how much the techs make, but...
Yeah, this says pharmacy workers, so I don't know if they're talking about pharmacists.
I know they started SIUE when I went there in 2014 they just started like a pharmacy school there, and there was a ton of people getting in that.
Yeah.
Because it was such a high paying and high placement. Like when you get out of school, I think the placement percentage was like 98% of finding a job.
Yeah. A 2021 survey found that 74% of the 4,482 pharmacy workers said they did not have enough time to safely perform non-clinical work, and 75% said there wasn't enough staff. So pharmacy employees began using the hashtag pizza is not working in 2021 to criticize the major chain's response to complaints. And a potential walkout over the next couple days has now been dubbed Pharmageddon.
Oh, dang.
Boy.
Armageddon.
I know this was...
I thought it was going to be Strikeaddon.
It's Pharmageddon.
Armageddon.
Well, I know this was kind of battered around over the past couple of weeks, and there's been a run on pharmacies. Like, hey, I better get my scripts.
Yeah, and I noticed, like, there's pharmacists, they'll be salary. You know, their employees are hourly, but they will do that kind of thing because they're understaffed right now with pharmacists, so they're making them work an insane amount of money, not giving them any bonuses or anything extra, and...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I don't know how the whole system works over there. But I've been to, obviously I've been to, a Walgreens or CVS and sat there waiting for my script, and I've observed people. And if you see an old person at the, ask a question window at the pharmacy, those poor pharmacists.
Yeah.
God.
I feel
patience.
I feel like every time they come up to me and I have no questions for the pharmacist, or it's just very simple and I have money ready and whatever, I feel like they're almost relieved.
Thank God.
They're almost just like, oh, thank you.
Salary.com says average Missouri pharmacist salary is between $130 and $160 a year.
130 to 160?
They're doing all right.
Or $46 to $72 an hour if they're hourly.
Again, they're saying pharmacy workers, so I don't know if this includes pharmacists or, a tech under a pharmacist that'll be working at Walgreens. But, man, I'm sure the crap they have to take, they have to deal with. Old people are surly. When it comes to their medications, that's who they live for. Them going out is going to the Walgreens and they go pick up their meds.
It's the only interaction they may have for the day.
Pharmacy tech, 36 to 47.
Oh.
Average. So not nearly as high.
Yeah. Amazon is testing drone delivery for prescription medication. So customers in College Station, Texas will soon be able to get their prescriptions at home in less than an hour using drone technology.
Are they going to know how to work the drone?
500 different medications will be available. Amazon could roll this out to other cities if the testing goes well.
Dude, this is going to be people shooting down these drones hoping it's like Percocet. This is going to be the new wave of getting prescription drugs.
Right. There's going to be a lot of meth heads with like nets.
Damn it.
Guns.
Yeah.
I'm amoxicillin again.
I'm about to net me.
It's delicious.
I got another Z-Pack.
Oh,
Crap.
man.
It's freaking Lipitor again.
Yeast suppository. Damn it.
I mean, I'll keep it, but dang.
Yeah, all I'm thinking is, what could go wrong?
Right.
What could go wrong with drone delivery of meds? 2 artificial insemination tanks have been stolen during a burglary in Ireland. They're thought to be taken from an outbuilding on a farm last Monday morning. I'm talking bull semen.
I
2
was going to say, who's in there?
artificial insemination tanks full of bull semen gone.
Bull.
Yeah, the tanks contain what has been described as, quote, a large quantity of cattle semen. It's stored in straws in compartments inside the cryogenic storage tanks.
It's expensive stuff.
Very expensive. They didn't put a price on this, but damn, they said this is like devastating for this this farm.
Yeah,
Like the same guy we just talked about stole that.
It's the whole business.
This right here is liquid gold, my brother. Just imagine him taking it to the fence and they have to like cut it open like a bag of Coke and like put it on his gums and be like, oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's pure.
Good. That's pure. That's Holstein right there.
Woo! The size of the tank stolen, not known, but the police say that their contents were of significant value.
Where was this at?
Ireland. And cattle semen can be expensive depending on the quality of the bull. Semen from prize-winning animals can command a very high price.
Yeah.
This theft has surprised those in agricultural tools and quad bikes. Even animals are more easily, sold than, stolen. But it's a very specialized thing. So how are you going to sell it?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing because
It's like stealing a Mona Lisa. Like, okay,
well, you also have to.
you
prove
can't put it on Craigslist.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these ranches and a lot of these farms, like they have these particular prize-winning bulls, like you said, and they got all the paperwork that backs it up. And hey, you need a stud for this and the blah blah. It's like there's prices for each different type of cattle, whatever it is. Like who knows what they're doing?
Cattle batter.
Are they doing bull butter?
Ireland, or they're taking it to some nation where they don't really track all that stuff.
But I mean, either way, like, how do you sell it? How do you sell it without like validation of what it is?
Yeah, who's going to buy it?
Unless somebody that wants it hired for the theft. You understand
also,
what I'm saying?
Since it's like these very cold temperatures, like it's got to be kept to the perfect temperature. If it gets too warm, it's going to be spoiled.
Yeah, are they going to try to sneakily breed this particular type of bull to then win shows with it, get awards, and then create their own farm? That's a long play, boy.
And think
That's
about
a
this
long
too.
play.
They're going to have those competitions, and there's going to be 15 bulls up there that are all identical.
Well, and they're also saying like preserving this bull semen is about sustaining genetics that could be irreplaceable. So,
Bummer.
yeah, guys, if you're looking on Craigslist and you see bull semen for sale, the police would like to have a word with the seller.
And where was it again?
Ireland.
No. I mean, was it just like in a fridge out in a
It's in
barn?
a cryogenic tank. And an outbuilding, they said.
I guess
It was next
nobody.
to the milk tank too.
I guess nobody thinks like somebody's gonna pull up a flatbed and take the whole tank.
I don't know how big it is.
I don't either.
But they said it, normally like a quad would be stolen or a tractor would be stolen. This is very unusual for somebody to steal
Interesting.
a tank full of bull semen. Oh,
Some bull batter.
there you go. That is your news. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Let's give away some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we got tickets to go see Blink-182, August 10th over at Enterprise Center. Special guest Pierce the Veil. We got tickets to go see Greta Van Fleet Saturday night, April 27th over at Chaffetz. We got tickets to go see comedian Ari Shaffir next Sunday over at the Pageant. And we got tickets to go see Gravity Kills next Saturday over at the Pageant. After the break, we're playing
Simpleton Trivia.
All right, here's the deal. You will have, is it 30 seconds?
You have 45 seconds.
45 seconds. I'm glad I remember how to play this game.
Yeah.
You may choose a surrogate to play for you if you choose. You may bet against or on this surrogate, but once you burn a member of the cast, They are off the table.
Okay.
For instance, you can pick Moon 1 time. You can pick Lern 1 time. And they can play for you. You can bet on or against them. Or you can opt to play for yourself. If you choose to play for yourself and you win, you get 2 prizes.
Okay. Got that, Scott?
Yeah.
2 prizes. If you play for yourself, that's answering 10 simple questions in 45 seconds. You could pass once. But if you get 1 wrong, you're out.
You're done.
You're done. You can't go back. So you can either play for yourself for 2 prizes or pick a surrogate and bet whether they will get it or not to win a prize. Does everybody get this?
Yeah.
That's Simpleton Trivia. Complicated rules, but Simpleton Trivia.
Yes.
The rules are easy.
The rules are easy. All right, if you want to play,
We're just giving you
314.
playing options.
314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Simpleton Trivia is next. And remember yesterday we were talking about how old is too old to go trick-or-treating, and there are some municipalities that actually have laws on the books.
Yes.
That, hey, if you're over a certain age, by law, you cannot be out begging for candy. One of those such towns is a town in our area, Belleville, Illinois.
What? No way.
Belleville, Illinois, on the books. This is whatever law book they have there. Definition: Halloween solicitation shall mean seeking or obtaining gifts, food, candy, or contributions of money, as is customarily and commonly known as trick-or-treat in the celebration of Halloween Day. I literally have the statute here. Like this is
Wow,
this is
that
what
does
it's,
look-
this
that does
is what
look
it says.
official.
Section 1 of
130, Section 19 of the Belleville, Illinois. This is the law.
The Honorable Judge Gooch presiding.
That's right.
Section B here, masks or disguises, trick-or-treat visitations, and Halloween curfew. It shall be unlawful in Belleville for any person over 12 years of age
Oh.
to appear in or upon any of the streets, highways, alleys, public parks, or other places of the city in any mask or disguise whereby the identity of such person is concealed without permission of the mayor or chief of police on days other than Halloween. Oh, so that is a...
So wait.
Oh, so that... Okay, so this is
Soliciting otherwise.
not on Halloween.
Okay. So it's basically
Okay.
saying
That's
like,
quite
hey,
young.
Oh, okay, so...
Okay.
Throw that in the trash.
No, but they do in here say... wait, it shall be unlawful for any person to appear on the streets, highways, public homes, private homes, or public spaces in the city to make trick-or-treat visitations, except that this section now shall not apply to children who attend. Okay, here it is. This is what I'll read here. Curfew. That's it. Curfew.
Midnight.
Curfew. Trick-or-treating in Belleville. 5 p.m. to 8:30.
Oh.
Nice.
Outstanding.
And I bet since they did it, they have no crime anymore.
Right.
Wow.
8:30, huh?
I like this.
5 to 8:30.
I will
And I'm sorry, the person that sent this to me. Yeah, 12 years. Okay, so you can't be. So if you're over 12, you can't be in a mask and have your identity concealed on days other than Halloween. So this is not for Halloween. This is for other.
All right.
I wonder why Columbus is wanted over there.
That makes sense. I mean, that's for safety, right?
Yeah.
I retract my statement from yesterday. I saw a meme that was shared on Instagram, and I actually tagged you in it because I'm now on board with your
Oh, yeah,
thoughts.
I saw that.
And I thought that this was really cool. It's like a Halloween reminder. The teen who comes to your door to trick or treat is choosing being a kid over doing other things. Give them candy and smile. Life only gets harder. Let them enjoy it. You're only young once. I thought, you know what? Yeah. 15 years old. No,
You're fine. Come on.
Come on
I'll
over.
give you some
Give
candy.
you a free candy bar.
19 years old.
19 years old. I'm giving you a free
19, huh?
Musketeers.
19.
Yeah. 61. Yep. Here you go, buddy.
No, you don't find it odd
I did, but
that a 19-year-old would be trick-or-treating?
But then
Full beard.
I just thought to myself, you know what? I was 19 once, and if they're not, doing drugs and they just want to have some fun and get some candy, whatever, man.
Full Duck Dynasty beard. They come to your door.
And they're just wanting chocolate, yeah.
With, and now they got on as a cop hat.
Yes.
It's all good.
and a badge.
What am I out? Hershey bar?
Right.
Like, I'm just trying to enjoy being a kid.
I'm in Moonland now.
Life's hard.
All right, here's the sex offender prohibition in Belleville. No candy or treats shall be distributed at the sex offender's place of residence, and all outside residential lighting shall be turned off between 4 and 11.
Huh.
Now you know.
So they have to have their lights out.
In
So-
Belleville, yeah.
Okay.
If your lights are off in Belleville
You look like
tonight,
You know who they are.
you are a sex offender.
Yes.
There is no gray area.
Yes. You are a sex offender,
So
yes.
drive around your neighborhood, see whose porch lights are off, and sex offender.
Yep.
Between 4 and 11.
That's right.
That's right. All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Simpleton Trivia. We have one pair of Blink tickets left, right? That's it?
Yes.
All right, so first come, first serve. One pair of Blink tickets, and then they're off the table. So Simpleton Trivia is, all right, simple. Rafe is going to ask you 10 questions. You have to get all 10 questions right in 45 seconds. Simple questions.
Correct.
You can pass once, but if you get one wrong, you're out. Now, here's the thing. Here's a little twist here. On the phone, you could pick a surrogate. So let's say you want Lern to answer the 10 questions for you. You could bet on whether she'll get the questions right or wrong.
Oh, okay, good.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah. And then you get one prize.
Now,
if
like
you
a little
want,
confidence from
if
you.
you want to do it yourself and you get all 10 correct, you get to pick 2 prizes.
Correct.
Did I explain this right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
You got it. And once you've chosen someone in the room, they're off the table.
Right. Okay.
The rules are
If
more
you said that, I
complicated than the game.
apologize.
Yeah.
We're just trying to give people options to win because they cried about it so much.
Yeah, we don't want crying. It's Halloween. No crying on Halloween. Let's go to Tim in Hillsborough. Tim.
Yes.
All right, Tim.
Thanks,
Now,
Rizz.
thanks, buddy. All right, so do you want to answer the questions yourself for 2 prizes or pick somebody to answer the questions? And you get to bet whether they'll get them all right or wrong.
Let's pick Moon, and I'll bet he gets it right.
Okay, so Moon,
Oh, boy. That's
he's
pressure.
betting on Moon.
Okay.
What was the contestant's name? I missed
Tim.
Tim.
So he's betting on Moon to answer 10 questions in 45 seconds. You could pass once, Moon.
Yeah. I think I've only done this game twice, and I think I blew it both times.
No, I think you got it one.
You got it.
You
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Once. You
got
it
once.
right.
Cool. All right.
You're smart, buddy.
Batting
You'll do good.
500.
I think we're all. I think we're all 500 right now.
Yeah. Sometimes you get tied up.
Yeah. Or something just clicks in your mind, and
You give the wrong answer.
You just heard the question strangely, or you just don't know the answer.
Or you just don't know the answer. That's right. So you pass once. We got to go back to it.
All right.
And if you get one wrong, that's it. Tim loses. So Tim is betting on you to get 10 questions in 45 seconds. Simple to trivia. And your time will start when Rafe finishes reading the first question. Here we go. Moon Valjean.
Moon Valjean, are you ready to play Simpleton Trivia?
Yes. Rafe Williams.
What planet is known as the Blue Planet?
Earth.
Who was the second president of the United States?
Let's see. Jefferson. I don't even know. Adams?
Adams.
Oh,
Adams.
John Quincy Adams.
Nope, just John.
Oh.
JQ.
John
Quincy
Quincy
was
was
4.
his son.
Yeah.
Was he number
Jerry-
4?
Really?
Jerry. Adams.
Jerry Adams.
Jefferson was 3.
Yeah. See,
Jay was
I haven't
3.
thought about
TJ was
I
3.
haven't thought about presidents since
Oh,
5th grade.
man.
Sorry.
Man.
I'm non
Sorry, Tim.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson,
Adams.
Quincy Adams
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
4. Who was 5?
I would never ask
Goes
that
from
in
there.
Simpleton
Thompson.
Trivia.
Brad Thompson.
Sorry, Tim.
Brett
Brett
Thompson.
I think Philip Zork.
Save the other questions. Don't even use them.
All right, Jamie.
Hello.
Hey, Jamie. All right, do you want to answer the questions yourself or do you want to pick somebody?
Let's do Lern.
Learn.
All right,
Are you
Jamie.
going to bet she's going to get them or not get them?
She's going to get him.
She's going to get 10 and 45.
Oh, Jamie.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
buddy, let's
All right,
go.
this is for Jamie.
One pass.
You
If
got
it's
this.
wrong, I'm screwed.
If
You got
it's
this.
wrong, you're
Jamie,
out.
you got
He's already done with the
Jamie, I'll
president's.
send you a signed photo.
He's already done with the
myself.
president's
right.
question, so you're fine.
Oh, you got to
All right, here we go.
Oh, my God, you guys.
Learn Elwell. Time for Simpleton Trivia. Okay, calm down.
Hey,
Wait, to be clear, Jamie bet on her, correct?
That's right.
On her to get 10 questions.
Here we
in 40
go.
seconds.
Here we go.
Take your time.
I know.
These tickets could be safe today, but I believe in you.
I know. Thanks.
Just no pressure, no anxiety. It's just me and you, kid, just talking.
Yep.
Ready?
Where's my
Her blood pressure's up. She's already checking her Fitbit. You're not, Jamie. All right, buddy.
Where's your squish animal?
Hang on a second.
Grab something squishy.
Where's the pick?
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
There we go. She's got the unicorn. Now we're ready. Learn LOL. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Simpleton Trivia. What does the Earth orbit around?
The sun.
What is the square root of 64?
8.
What is the largest mammal in the ocean?
A blue whale.
What do bees make?
Honey.
The first American woman in space was Sally. What was her last name?
Ride.
What sound does a rooster make?
Crows.
What are the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution called?
The Bill of Rights.
AU is the chemical symbol for what precious metal?
Aluminum. Mother F silver!
Oh, you crushed that.
Gotta gather that precious aluminum.
Oh,
Man.
no.
You
so
were
mad.
crushing that game. You were crushing
Aluminum
that
my ass!
AU, precious metal aluminum.
Learn that was really
It's
good.
aluminum. That's what you get on the 10th anniversary, right? Aluminum.
Yeah, I'm getting it tomorrow. You know what? I'm Jamie.
Man,
Mother
you
F.
were crushing.
How many did you have left?
2 after that.
What's,
And I'm going to be honest, the next 2, she'd have gotten them.
what's AU?
Silver.
Silver, and I knew it
AU
after
is
the
gold.
fact.
AU is
Oh, I
gold.
use gold.
Oh, okay,
AU
cool.
is
So
gold.
no
Oh,
one in the
okay.
so no one in the room knew. All right.
All right.
Let's buzz everybody.
What's
Damn
silver
it.
then?
I thought it was gold, but she kept saying silver, and I was like, she probably knows.
No, I don't.
I thought the precious metal
So that I hammered
would
everybody.
be a giveaway.
I didn't hear
I
the
guess
precious
silver is
metal
also
part.
precious.
Silver's precious. Nah, you're right. That was a good question, though. I think that's legit. That's Learn.
Man,
That's
good
a legit
job, though.
question.
Hey, you were doing
These
great.
are these are all legit questions without a timer.
Oh,
But
yeah.
with the timer, you go, you know what I mean?
that's-
Like it's.
What makes the game?
All right, John.
Hello.
All right, John. Do you want to answer the questions yourself for 2 prizes or pick either Scott or myself?
I want Scott.
All right, King Scott. Are you going to bet that he's going to get them right or strike out?
Strike out.
Strike out. Scott,
It's a weird guess.
prove John
Throw
wrong.
it for me, buddy.
So far, it's been really good for us. So we'll
Scott,
see.
prove John wrong.
All right, I'm going to prove him wrong.
Yeah,
You're going to
don't-
be embarrassed, John.
Yeah,
John?
I'm gonna be right.
Wait, hang on a second. John, what prize do you want?
I desperately want Blink tickets.
Oh, boy. Blank
Oh,
tickets.
good
Come
luck.
on, Scott.
Come on. Don't
See if
do
it's still
well.
available.
All right.
Here we go. King Scott.
King Scott,
45 seconds on the clock.
are you ready to play Simpleton Trivia?
I'm ready.
King Scott, what is the currency of Europe?
The euro.
What do you call water in its solid form?
Ice.
Mowgli and Baloo are characters in what book and Disney film?
Jungle Book.
What is 10% of 100?
10.
What is the opposite of up?
Down.
What planet is known for its giant red spot?
Mars.
That's a Jupiter.
Man, John,
you
you
were
got
doing
it, buddy.
You were doing it though, dude. I thought you were gonna have it.
I honestly thought he was going to do it, and I was so
thought so, too,
pumped
man.
about it.
You're freaking me out, man.
Yeah, Mars has a mold.
All right, John, hang on.
Freaking me out, man.
Darn it. Brain.
Hey, that was good. You got well farther than I did.
Hey, Jungle Book. I was like,
That was
what is
good.
that one?
That was good, man.
All right, I was happy I got that.
My favorite Homer Simpson quote is when he says, all right, Brain, let's get one thing straight. You don't like me, and I don't like you. But let's get through this so I can get back to doing what I do best, killing you slowly with alcohol.
All right, Scott's off the table now. I'm
Man.
left.
Sorry to let everyone down.
Blink tickets off the table, too.
Yeah.
Blink's gone,
Blink's
baby.
gone. Patrick, hello.
That was a good good bet by
All right, Patrick.
John.
You want to do it yourself for 2 prizes, or do you want me to do it for you?
You.
Okay. Are you going to bet I'm going to get them all right or wrong?
I'm going to go with you're going to get them all right.
All right.
Good guess.
A lot of
All right,
confidence
here we
in
go.
Our room. What was the contestant's name? I missed it.
Patrick.
Patrick.
All right, Patrick's
Good luck,
betting
Patrick.
on me. Hang on.
Betting on the boss, the queen.
The queen is ready for his questions. Let's go.
Listen closely.
Let's go.
Queen Rizzuto,
Yes.
are you ready to play Simpleton Trivia?
Ready to do it? Let's go.
What's the smallest state in the United States?
Rhode Island.
What long famous river is also a global delivery company?
Amazon.
What does the word aqua mean in Latin?
Water.
What is 12 divided by 4?
3.
What is the first planet from the sun?
Mercury.
How many sides does a square have?
4.
What are the first 3 words of the U.S. Constitution?
We the people.
What rodent is also known for loving cheese?
Mouse.
What is the color of coal?
Black.
What is the opposite of dry?
Wet.
And
Wow.
he's done it. And he's done
And
it,
he's
folks.
done it. Wow. Outstanding.
All right.
Oh, you can see the clock. I was like, man, you really took your time
Yeah.
on that last one.
All right, Patrick.
With 8
Congratulations.
seconds to spare,
Thank you.
Patrick.
All right.
Bet wisely.
All right. Everybody's back on the table now.
Okay.
Everybody's back on the table.
Yep.
Can we do another round?
I got one left.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably piece one together with left over, but let's just do one more.
All right. Kylie.
Hi, good morning.
All right. Do you want to do it yourself for 2 prizes or pick somebody?
I'm going to pick you, Rizz.
To get them right, or am I going to strike out?
You're going to get them right.
Okay.
2 for 2. No one's ever done it. No pressure.
Now that what's the opposite of dry is off the table,
Exactly.
who knows what's
Man.
coming at you, buddy?
Could be another
Hey, man, it's a mixed bag.
College level question.
How many
Right.
sides on a square?
Now
Hey.
you got the wet question.
It's a mixed bag, dude. Second president of the United States.
He got the
Well,
bag.
that's not
He got
exactly
the bag with the Reese's.
scholar.
I know.
Reese's in it.
Hey, look. Let's not take away what I accomplished.
Anytime you win, they're too easy. Anytime you lose, they're too hard. That's what I've noticed
Hey.
about this game.
Let's get this done.
It almost
Kylie.
seems like...
Let's get this done for Kylie. Mm-hmm. We're going to prove the naysayers wrong. I say yay.
First 3 words of the U.S. Constitution could have been a...
Could have tied.
Could have been
us
a
up.
killer.
But not me. Not this guy.
All right, you ready?
Here we go. Yeah. Simpleton trivia. Let's go. For Kylie.
Queen Rizzuto, are you ready to go
Yeah,
2
let's
for
go.
2?
Let's go.
I like to build up the psych out. All right, here we go. For Kylie. Who was the 16th president of the United States?
Lincoln.
What day is commonly known as Hump Day?
Wednesday.
What slow reptile lives in a shell?
A turtle.
What is 8 multiplied by 7?
God. 8 times 7. Skip.
What is the biggest planet in the Milky Way?
Jupiter.
What is a baby kangaroo called?
A Joey.
What is the currency of Japan?
The yen.
What is the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit?
32.
What is 10 minus 3?
7.
What day comes before Monday?
Sunday.
What is 8 multiplied by 7?
8 times 7 is 56.
Oh! 1 second to spare. He
At
did
the
it.
buzzer.
Wow.
At the
good
buzzer.
Wow.
Are you going through your times tables?
I hate math. Kylie, we did it.
Wow, we.
Hang on.
1 second to spare.
God.
2 for 2. Wow. Give it up. Give
Buzzer
I started.
beater.
your own applause
Honestly, I
button.
started sweating with the math thing.
Hey, you realized you were taking too long and you moved on.
Yeah,
that
the
was
skip.
the key.
I got to remember the skip thing. That's good.
God,
That helps.
no math.
Ever.
No math ever.
Wow.
Good job, man. 2 for 2.
Thank
You
you,
really
guys.
brought
The heat.
it in the room because we get a lot of heat when we don't get it right.
What's my heart rate at?
Gold
Lern?
star for you.
I guarantee
Lern,
it's
what's
high.
my heart rate?
AU star for you.
And AU star
Thank
for
you.
Hey, opposite of thumbs down for you. Thumbs up.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I'll take a break. We'll come back. Lern's got crab on celebrities. It is 8:26. It's Halloween. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. It looks like we have a lot of delays. 70 eastbound between Earth City Expressway and St. Charles Rock Road. Average speed down to 20 miles an hour. On the southern side, we got delays 270 eastbound between Gravois and Manchester. Average speed down to about 30 miles an hour there. And a lane blocked due to a crash 55 northbound near Merrimack Bottom Road. Your point forecast today, a freeze warning remains in effect until 10 a.m. Breezy and cold. High of 44. Right now it is 30 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Another hot couple gets engaged. Are your future exes coming to X? Skims BA and the funniest TV character of all time. We will trash a list.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next. And your crowd on Celebrity. Stay there. All right, just some random Halloween stuff. According to the National Retail Federation, 73% of Americans plan on celebrating Halloween in some way, with the average person spending $108. What do you think? What do you think you spent this year, Moon? Your family. $108 is average. I think we've gone less.
Well,
We're less.
we went. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Because Halloween involves the parties, and obviously we had the big party, Mad Tea Party, on Saturday. There's probably a little bit of money spent on the costumes for us. But our biggest expense, honestly, was food, because we hosted a big family party on Friday. Like, had all the families over.
Maybe spent a little more.
I'll bet you we probably spent $200, and we have not bought candy yet. Because
you still haven't gotten candy?
Well, no. Okay, let me take that back. We didn't buy the bags of candy that we usually do and throw in the bowl, because we had so much left over from the party that we knew we would probably have a good amount to at least get us started.
Actually, you know what? With the kids' costumes, we need to buy costumes for the kids. I think we're about $108. I think that's about right for me. Lern, how much?
I'm less than 100 at this point because I just bought candy so far.
Rafe, did you buy candy? I mean, I know you're by yourself.
I have some candy. I don't think that I didn't buy it for other people, though. I bought it for me.
Do you think there's going to be any kids showing up to your
Not
door?
really. Our neighborhood doesn't really. City's different, man.
How much were the morph suits?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I'm over 100 probably. The morph suits were probably like a piece. I don't remember, $25-$30 a piece.
All right, so you're less than $100.
Yeah.
No decorations? Any decorations?
Yeah, I got some, but I didn't buy any. We have
leftovers.
some leftovers.
Scott, how much?
Yeah,
Quickly.
my wife bought a few different mustaches and beards, and
Yeah,
she had
for
to
her.
open them all, so I don't know if we're going to be able to send any of them back.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is once you open it, it is yours forever.
Yeah, so that's about probably $50 right there. And then I almost got candy yesterday. They had a big bag of it at Costco, and it was $20. And I'm just decided, you know what? I'll roll the dice and see what Deerbergs or Schnucks has today. See if it's cheaper. That's ridiculous. $20, and I don't even know if we'll have that many kids come by. So
Well, overall, Americans are expected to spend $12.2 billion, mostly on costumes, decoration, and candy. The National Confectioners Association claims 98% of Americans who welcome trick-or-treaters will hand out candies and chocolates. I don't know what the other 2% are going to hand out. Maybe salty snacks, loose change, or fruit. I don't know.
yeah, because would it be disappointing, right, if you go to a house and they gave you the Skittles and all that? Because there's a cheaper bag, only $10, and it had all the garbage stuff, or you can get all the chocolate for $20. And that's what you want, right?
I don't know. I always liked the mixed when I was a kid.
So maybe I will get the cheap one.
And then, honestly, I think that's the problem for these kids. Or I mean, this maybe not problem, but difference. I liked having a variety and coming home with a variety. Now, all the houses are buying the same mixed bags from all the grocery stores.
That's right.
So you're getting the same crap, and it's got to be annoying, and maybe that's why kids don't do it as long. We used to do it for a long time because I was getting
stuff.
I was getting so many different things.
It's the same stuff.
I'm truly bummed. I am this year because I don't think I'm gonna do the fire pit. It's just too cold. I'm looking at it right now. It's 29 degrees outside, and I don't want to do
Toughen
it.
up,
But
man.
I know I want to toughen up. But I that's my favorite part is sitting out in the driveway with the fire pit, seeing all the family, seeing the community kind of come alive. And man, I'm worried that I might not do it. Are you fully out? You said you're going to be out.
I'm out.
It's too cold, huh?
I'm out.
And I would think like I'm going
It's
to go
not
out
even
there.
too cold. I just don't want to.
I'll go out there with a blanket and all that, but then now I have to wash the all my clothes and the blanket because it smells like
It's a whole
smoke.
thing.
It is a whole thing.
I don't want to do a whole thing today. I'm gonna eat my chili inside. We're making chili.
Sweet.
You know,
What
I'm
time's
still
that
gonna
then?
make my Cheddar Bay biscuits even though there's no party.
You gonna lie to your wife and say that you made them from scratch, or does she know about the mix?
She knows. She knows what's up. I can't lie to my wife.
What time should we swing by? That sounds
Right.
great.
You come by
Sounds
anytime.
Really nice
really?
time.
Thank you.
Yeah, come by anytime. All right, today is obviously Halloween. Back in the day, 1,189 years ago, in 1834 AD, the Roman Catholic Church moved All Hallows Eve to October 31st. The celebration has been established to honor the saints. Now it's mostly, honor zombies, sparkly vampires, Deadpool, and Harley Quinn. 97 years ago in 1926, Harry Houdini found the one thing he could not escape: death. He died in a Detroit hospital of gangrene and a ruptured appendix. Somebody punched him in the stomach.
Oh, and it was part of a trick, wasn't it?
I think so.
Or was this like a random stomach punching?
I think it was part of it, like, hey, punch me in the stomach. And he died from a ruptured appendix. 54 years ago, 1969, Walmart incorporated in Arkansas. 48 years ago, 1975, Queen releases Bohemian Rhapsody. 31 years ago, 1992, 350 years after Galileo's death, Pope JP II formally proclaimed that the Roman Catholic Church has erred in condemning him for claiming that the earth was not the center of the universe. That was only 1992. 30 years ago, in 1993, River Phoenix died outside of the Viper Room in Hollywood. It was a speedball that got him.
Check it out. This is according to one article. Remember, the internet is the internet. At some point, a student named J. Gordon Whitehead arrived and asked Houdini if it were true that he could resist hard punches to his abdomen, a claim the magician had supposedly made in public many times. According to witness Sam Smilovitz, when Houdini said the rumors were true, Whitehead abruptly delivered 4 or 5, this is quote, 4 or 5 terribly forcible, deliberate, well-directed blows to his stomach. Houdini was still reclined on the couch and had no time to prepare for the punches, which appeared to leave him in considerable pain. He brushed off the incident at the time. That same evening, began to complain of discomfort and stomach cramps. His condition got worse the next day. Within a few days, he had 104-degree fever and died of what's known as
a ruptured appendix.
Yeah, I forgot what the word is.
Something with a P that I can't pronounce.
So he was murdered then?
Kinda, yeah, man.
Wow.
He was murdered.
And 12 years ago today in 2011, the world champion Cardinals announced that Tony La Russa, the team's manager for 16 seasons, has decided to retire. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com, 636-600-0188. The Friends cast is mourning the loss of one of their own, Matthew Perry. I was waiting for this yesterday. Like so many, I would imagine. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer were obviously completely sideblinded by the fact that Matthew Perry is gone now, and they released a joint statement about the loss of their co-star and friend. Their statement reads, "We are all so utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We are a family. There's so much to say, but right now we're just going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time, we will say more as we are able, and for now, our thoughts and our love go to Maddie's family, friends, and everyone who loved him around the world." I also read that Lisa Kudrow might be adopting Matthew Perry's dog. He had a really cute, like, Labradoodle or Golden Doodle. And so I saw Daily Mail said something about that, which I thought was really sweet.
Well, I saw pictures of his house. Mm-hmm. So I guess he had downsized in the past couple of years. Like, he had a $36 million mansion, and he downsized into a pauper's $6 million, townhouse or whatever. Dude, it was sweet.
Really?
That hot tub that he was in overlooked, like it was on like a hillside. Oh. Overlooked, looks like Los Angeles.
Yeah. And it's about the size of Moon's swimming pool.
Wow.
The hot tub.
Yeah.
That thing was huge.
By the way, somebody just wrote us, speaking of magicians, David Copperfield is going to make the moon disappear.
I'm not into it.
In February?
I'm upset.
I don't like that.
David Copperfield, there's going to be a new David Copperfield special.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I did not volunteer.
Which time of the month is he going to do this?
February.
He's going to mess everything up. The tides are going to...
February of 2024. Here's like a commercial.
It's gone. It was right there, and the Statue of Liberty is gone.
David Copperfield escaped from Alcatraz.
When I first sit down, and there was nothing there, I just couldn't believe it.
Never seen a Statue of Liberty disappear.
It was there, and it's not there anymore. I was amazed.
He's about to do his biggest illusion ever.
Biggest illusion ever.
I can't even think of how you could do that.
Copperfield makes the moon disappear.
Coming to NBC.
Coming February 2024.
I'm not into that. I don't make the moon
not into
disappear.
it?
How's he going to do it?
It's an illusion.
Or is it?
Is it? Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum are reportedly engaged after 2 years of dating. Had no idea they were even dating.
I didn't either. I wasn't informed.
How much hotter can that Kravitz clan get? All right, Momoa, Lisa Bonet, Lenny, their
Zoe.
offspring Zoe. Now Channing Tatum's in the mix. I mean, it is like
That's a lot
Orgasm
of good
City.
That's a lot. A lot of good looking DNA, huh?
Holy crow! And they're all on vacation together with their muscles out. Anyway, they were photographed leaving a Halloween party. Kravitz dressed up as Rosemary Woodhouse from the 1968 horror film Rosemary's Baby, and Channing Tatum was the baby. Seemingly showed off her new engagement ring in the snaps. People magazine reports they met during the casting process of Kravitz's upcoming directorial debut. I can't say the first word, but it's P Island.
Huh. Anybody seen Rosemary's Baby?
Long time ago.
I've never seen that. It's considered
Good.
a classic.
What's his face?
Roman Polanski.
Yeah. It's one of his
So
creations.
is it Mia Farrow?
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
She was married to Sinatra at the time.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because they had, what's his face? Right? What's, Ronan Farrow. Looks exactly like Sinatra.
Yeah, looks exactly
He's not my dad. Yes, he is, Ronan.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
It's considered a classic. I never saw it.
We'll watch it tonight.
Nah.
Elon Musk wants to add a dating feature to X, formerly known as Twitter. Musk did not get into more details about how exactly X would become a dating app, if there was any user demand for such features, or what further product changes would be made into turning it into one. How do we feel about this?
I mean,
we're all attached, but it's a cesspool.
Does not.
Is that where you want to get your dates from?
I don't care. Good luck.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't
that's
think-
what we need, another dating site.
Well, it's X. Kind of seems like a nod.
Right.
Yeah, you're right,
Not
Scott.
good.
When Tinder's not enough, when
Plenty of fish
is not enough, okay.
All right, farmers.com. Kim Kardashian's Skims is now the official underwear brand of the NBA, WNBA, and the U.S. of A basketball teams. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said Skims has quickly become one of the most culturally influential brands. We look forward to bringing NBA fans and Skims users unique experiences, new offerings, and premium products through our partnership. And man, I know that you all haven't shopped at Skims, but it is good. It is worth the hype as far as underwear goes. So
I don't know. Is
They're
it
going to do the nips, the nip bras.
Oh, yeah, they have that new. Oh, yes. Did you see this?
So it's like Spanx?
It's like Spanx, but more. It's not just like girdles and stuff. There's all sorts of comfy things and things that aren't
They're called shapewear.
Shapewear.
Okay, so I saw this thing with the nips.
Yes.
So it's like a top.
It's
like
a bra.
Sports bra.
Yes.
It's the Clooney.
But it's got nipples on it, so you could see the nips through the shirt?
Yes.
What?
Like if you don't have nipples anymore, because maybe you had like a double mastectomy or something.
Okay.
And maybe you don't have nipples.
That is definitely not how she was marketing it, but yes.
But that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, you know what?
That's a good place to go.
Women who miss their nipples can have them
Kobe.
now.
Yeah. LeBron's going to look awesome in that.
Right?
Yeah.
She was marketing it as, we all know guys are looking, and it'll make them look perfect. Like you're perfectly, THO, perfect
Is that true?
at all times.
There's a whole Sex and the City episode where Samantha Jones has fake nipples that she puts on Miranda, and Miranda walks through the bar, and like every man like turns his head to look at her boobs. Is that like is that real? Like
Yeah,
men?
it's real.
Okay, well, anyway,
That's real. And then you go, it is cold in here.
for her.
That's actually it's in her ad. That exact line.
Oh, is
in
it really?
Her ad. She's like, every guy will be like, must be cold in here. You know.
Did she really say that?
It's a really cute ad. She's spoofing on
She
herself.
got to her credit, she leaned in.
Oh, good.
Well, anyway, Kim Kardashian.
good, like I care.
Yeah,
I mean,
you care. You should care about this, though. Together, Skims and the NBA will connect people of all backgrounds through fashion, sport, and talent. And Kim looks forward to seeing the partnership thrive. This is kind of an interesting list. It's not one that we're going to trash, but it's fun to hear about. AVClub.com put together a list of the most expensive movie props ever sold at auctions. And so I just want to list these out for you. So we're going to just do top 5. Audrey Hepburn's dress in My Fair Lady, that sold at auction for $3.7 million. Number 4, the Maltese Falcon statue in the Maltese Falcon sold for $4.1 million, plus an additional buyer's premium of $585,000. Marilyn Monroe's iconic white dress that she wore in the 7-Year Itch sold at auction for $4.6 million.
Oh, is that she was on the subway grate and the
Oh, yeah.
skirt blew up?
Number 2, Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet, sold for $5.3 million.
That's a cool.
What's
cool
Robbie the
one.
Robot?
Right, it almost kind of looks like a, I don't know, like a 1950s Michelin Man, but metal. With like a bulbous head.
Okay, I think
you know
I
what I'm talking
know
about, like kind of like a
Tires?
just like smooth around silver,
okay.
boo 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 boo, like that.
And the number 1 prop that sold at auction.
Wait.
Oh,
Is it something from Star Wars?
no.
Ooh, oh.
This is Robbie the Robot
No.
with real bulbous kind of. Boop, boop.
Ah, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
The
that's
number 1, so a classic movie, obviously. Oh, something from Wizard of Oz?
No. That was on the list.
Good
Ruby Red
call.
Slippers were like number 10.
Like old movie, huh?
Yeah.
What year?
Like 60s. I don't know what exact
Is
year.
it an automobile?
Is it from Bullet?
Yes.
Is it a motorcycle?
Oh,
No.
that's a good.
Oh, it's
Great
like an Easy
Escape?
Rider.
Oh,
It is a car. Very nice car. We were talking about this car last week.
Oh, James Bond.
James
Aston
Bond.
Martin.
Aston Martin.
Oh, yeah.
DB5 from Goldfinger and Thunderball sold at auction for $6.4 million.
Man.
Another
what was
news.
the mileage on that?
I know, right? 4 miles.
Can you imagine if you had this Robbie the Robot, this massive
hell are you
ass
gonna do
thing?
with it?
Oh, dude, you put that in your house.
that
It's
in
the
your
first thing.
living room.
It's the first thing that greets your guests.
Put Christmas decorations on it.
I'll tell you what, man. I went to Joel Silver's office. Dude did like
The
Predator.
famous- yeah.
And I think he did Terminator, but I know as soon as you walk in his office, the very first thing is the Predator right there.
That's so cool.
And if you have any sort of movie prop like that, man, that's the first
Yeah.
thing you greet your guests with. Robbie the Robot.
Yeah, you gotta have
man.
a house for that. You
Right.
gotta have the room.
Yeah. Be weird if I had a Predator in my one-bedroom duplex.
It'd be sweet, dude.
Paid $87,000 for that.
That's right.
That's why I live here.
Justin Timberlake is in Cabo San Lucas for a family vacation. This is his first public sighting since Britney's tell-all book, The Woman in Me, came out last week. And this isn't the only way that Justin is dodging the discomfort from all the bombshells she's dropping on his ass. He recently disabled comments on his Instagram account because there were so many hateful things that people were saying to Justin Timberlake. So
Well, he's got to
out of
go
dodge.
off the grid.
Yeah.
Does he have anything coming out soon? Or?
He just put
Wasn't
one out.
NSYNC going to get back together and do
Oh,
a tour?
yeah.
I mean, the timing of this is...
Oh, he's got the Trolls movie
Have
coming
you?
out.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Have you gotten deep enough in the book to like what are...
I
I
haven't
don't
started
know
reading
what
it
any
yet.
of the revelations are other than I knew the abortion thing, but is there more than that?
Well, and then him talking to, was it Genuine on the street?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
blacking up his speech.
Yeah.
There's apparently going to be a part 2 of the book, too.
I'm here for it. A lot of my friends are reading it. I have not gotten to it yet. I got too many other books.
I'm
going
to wait for you to read it.
and then I'll tell
and then
you.
you'll tell me about it.
Sounds about right.
Kind of what I've been doing.
Nominations for the 66th annual Grammy Awards will be announced and live streamed on November 10th on live.grammy.com and YouTube. Among those helping make the announcement are John Bon Jovi, Vince Gill, Jimmy Jam, St. Vincent, Jeff Tweedy, and Weird Al.
Oh, there you go.
Wordle.
And the Grammys will be handed out in LA on February 4th. I have this news for Rafe. Willie Nelson's book, Energy Follows Thought, Stories Behind My Songs, is out today. So if you need a new book.
Sign me up.
And finally, Moon sent me this list. So we're going to trash top 10 the funniest TV characters of all time.
Are they cartoon or?
2 cartoons are on this
Is
list.
number 1 a cartoon?
No.
Okay.
Is Jerry Seinfeld number 1?
No. Nobody from Seinfeld is on this list.
Wow.
Not a single person in the top 10?
Not even like
That's
Kramer?
already trashed.
Our buddy Sean sent this list, and I intentionally did not look.
Oh, did you not
I
look?
just
Okay, good.
forwarded it right to you.
Wow.
Who is the funniest TV character?
Chandler.
Chandler is number 2
The funniest character.
of all time, Rizz, on TV.
I just got to get it. I got to go. I'm like ramping up.
I get it. I get it.
And by the way, no
Talk it
women
out.
in this top 10 at all. It's all dudes.
Peter Griffin.
No.
Oh,
Not
someone
in the top
from
10.
Stewie Griffin.
What's his face?
Brian.
What we do?
Stewie Griffin is number 5.
Brian
What we do in
Griffin.
the shadows?
No Brian Griffin.
The energy sucker.
No.
Okay.
That's a great show. What We Do in the Shadows, but think
is all
mainstream.
time,
It's
dog.
mainstream.
Mainstream.
Archie Bunker.
No.
Carol Burnett.
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott is the number 1.
Whoa.
Oh,
on
that's
this,
a good one.
Which
Funniest
I love.
of all time.
Funniest of
What
all
about
time.
Dwight?
TV. Dwight Schrute is number 3.
All right.
That whole cast is. So you said
okay,
we haven't
so
got the cartoon yet,
Number
right?
4. Yeah,
You got Stewie. There's
Ron
another
Swanson.
cartoon.
Stewie?
Ron Swanson is number 4. Good job,
Stewie?
Ray.
So we got the top 5.
I thought we said funny.
Yeah, give me 6 through 10 right now.
Stewie.
And I'm talking like
God.
all of these are
Give me the 5 we got.
Alice.
It was Stewie Griffin,
give us the
Ron
show.
Swanson, Dwight Schrute, Chandler Bing, Michael Scott, top 5.
Gilligan?
No, that 70s show. Red Foreman.
Yeah, he is funny.
Angry
That's a good
Man.
character.
I don't know.
So Al
I'm not
Bundy?
familiar with
Al Bundy.
Bundy's number 10.
All the angry dads.
Looney Tunes.
Bugs?
Bugs is number 9.
Frasier.
Friends.
That is not like a
Frasier.
Joey.
Friends, Ross.
Joey.
Joey Tribbiani.
Malcolm in the Middle should be on this.
And then I don't know. I'm just going to give you this last one because I don't know what show. Barney Stinson.
Oh,
that's
Barney's
Simpsons.
How I Met Your No, that's How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay. I've never watched
That's
that show.
the MPH.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
That
Right.
character
What is Barney on The Simpsons' last name? Grumble?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Rubble.
I don't know.
Rebel.
Barney.
Barney Rubble.
No, on The Simpsons.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
What's
Barney
Barney's-
Grumble.
And Barney Fife
Grumble?
is
I think so.
Anyway, that's your crap
Homer.
on celebrities.
Barney from How I Met Your Mother is a very good character.
Gumble.
Man, that
Barney
show was-
Gumble.
Gumble.
That show was lost on me.
The Simpsons?
How I Met Your Mother. Tried it a few times, and I'm like, just,
I loved
That
it.
was a good show. My wife and I.
it was lost
Tore
on
through
me.
that.
I did
I
not-
love Jason Segel,
I
but
did not expect to like it, and I loved it.
Yeah,
Really?
me too.
I tried to
I've
like
been
it.
busy.
It was not bad. It was just fine. It felt like very Chuck Lorre to me.
Scott, you'd love it.
Really?
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Willow Smith is 23. Letitia Wright is 30. That's Shuri in Black Panther movies. Lynn Berggren from Ace of Base is 53. Vanilla Ice is 56. Adam Horowitz is that's
Of the Beastie Boys.
Ed Rock from Beastie Boys is 57. Annabella Lewin, that's the Bow Wow singer I Want Candy, is 57. Mike O'Malley, Kurt's dad on Glee, is 57. Rob Schneider is 60. Dermot Mulroney from My Best Friend's Wedding and The Wedding Date and other things with wedding in it, I'm sure, is 60. Mickey D, the is it Mikey or Mickey? I think it's Mikey. Drummer from Motorhead and Scorpions is 60. Peter Jackson, the director, is 62. Xavier Roberts. You may know this name from seeing it written down because he made a fortune inventing Cabbage Patch Kids, and each doll,
signed,
each
everybody's
doll is
doing it.
hand signed with his signature stamped on the left butt cheek, which is freaking weird.
That is weird.
He's 68, and Dan Rather is 92 years old.
Dang.
Still tweeting.
Can I just say, before you do
Congratulations.
porno birthday, it is a travesty on that list that either of Jerry Stiller's characters were not on that list.
You're right.
Both
Oh, Frank Costanza.
Frank Costanza and Dad from King of Queens. I don't
Yeah.
remember both of those characters.
Yep.
I don't think I've laughed out loud at sitcom characters more than I've laughed at those two. So
And
at
you're
least one of them should have been on
Frank
there.
Costanza. If you're gonna put one, Frank Costanza's got to be on there.
Hilarious.
Yeah, the
Couldn't
list was
Earl
trash.
be on there?
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Carrie Fox. And today's birthday girl's been in 110 fine films, including Amber Pays the Rent, Bitches in Heat 13, Bondage Under the Big Top, Booted and Barnbound, Busty Wrestling Babes, The Devil in Miss Jones 3 and 4, License to Thrill, Porn in the USA, Sexpertise, and Who Can Forget a Role. In 1986's For Your Thighs Only. Carrie Fox is 62 years old. Happy birthday.
Wow.
Happy
That's
birthday,
your porno
Carrie.
birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
The chat lit up with a lot of names that were missing from there. Lucille Ball.
No women at all.
Yeah, George Jefferson, Jackie Gleason, Jerry Lewis, all the people from South Park. I mean, like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of characters that you're
Yeah,
right.
Stewie getting on that list is hilarious. That's,
Bugs Bunny on that list.
Some of that list is deserved.
Well, it's top 10. I mean, these characters are probably in the
You're
top,
right.
20, 50.
You're right. You can't fit 20 and 10.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We got sports next, and I'm sorry, Lern.
What? Oh, I have to get shot.
Yeah, you have
Yes.
to get
What?
shot twice.
What? What happened? Ugh,
Yeah,
hate
you lost
this.
the pick'em challenge, and you have 2 shots coming your way.
I have so many people in my life that are like, "Why are you getting shot all the time?" Like my aunts are
You're
like,
not getting shot all the time.
"Yes, I am."
No, you're not.
Every other week, I'm getting shot on this show, and I'm here for it. 'cause
I've been
it's equal
shot
rights.
more than anybody this year.
Wait a second. How many
the
times?
games we've lost.
No, I'm getting 2 shots for my NFL picks, but
Oh,
when we
okay.
play Do It, Bitch, when
Oh,
we get
right,
punished,
right,
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
When Rizz is mad at us.
yeah,
it's
when we
just-
talk
Yeah.
back.
We're being shot too many times, that's for sure.
I've been shot more than anybody this year.
I know.
So
How's your butt? Is it
it's,
all right?
It's not great.
No, it's
And
not.
my butt is happy it's not me this week.
My cells in my ass, like the cellular, like collagen of my ass is depleting, and like my husband's leaving me.
Just look at it as being tenderized.
I am not a chicken sandwich.
What was that conversation like when he told you he was leaving?
He said, "I can't."
You're on ass,
dad ass.
You're on ass, woman. I can't live without that ass.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm getting an apartment with Rafe. He's got the life-size Predator.
Yeah.
One room.
All right, 9:02. So, Rizz Show Fastlane Pick'em Challenge tied. Right. So, what was it? What was the final score? Do you remember? Well, either way, everybody had equal numbers of wins.
Let's see. 12 plus 11 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9.
Oh boy.
30, 40, 44, 44 plus 9, 53.
Okay, so everybody had 53 points. So both teams had 53 points. Tie. So are we just going to keep it as a tie? What are we doing?
So I reached out to Stalter. You told me that you're done talking to him.
That's right.
And I needed to reach out to him.
I'm done talking to Anthony Stalter.
He said, I hope I'm not crossing any friendship lines here. He said that his team was really disappointed in him shaking on a deal with you to not change.
To not change picks, yeah. Why?
Right.
Why?
Well, he decided as captain to shake, and they were upset with him. So
Why?
So he said this is going to be difficult going back to them because they wanted to do no ties last year, and we said ties. Now, I don't know if that's the truth, but that's how he said he remembers it happening. It's probably true.
I don't remember.
I don't either. That's why I said,
I'm not here to talk about the past.
And that's exactly what I said. I said, listen, man, I trust you, and I trust that that's the fact. So whatever you guys want, just let us know. I think that we shouldn't do ties, but if you want to do ties this year, it's cool. And they haven't got back to me. I think they do want to just do ties. I think they want to leave it like we supposedly left it last year. Let me check.
Let's just. Here's what I think we should do. Just leave it as a tie, and then if it comes down to meaning something at the end of the season.
Okay, here we go. He
Mike
said,
Ryder and I talked yesterday, and that was
their executive
suggested.
producer.
Their executive producer said, if we let it ride to the end and we end up with a couple of ties and it'll make a difference, then we can just let it roll into the playoffs. Do like playoff rounds.
He said, it's too late to do anything this week. He said that. Jamie said that. He said, it's too late this week to do anything, but moving forward, let's figure something out. Maybe we do collective scores of the teams based on the number you were talking about that we each get each week.
That's what I thought we were doing, because if we're already out, like 2 more weeks and we're going to be losers for the entire season.
No.
Yeah, right? We've lost how many games? It's 16 weeks?
It's 5-2 with the tie right now, correct?
I thought we were in week 8. I think it's 5-3.
Well,
It's 5-3.
There
Or
is
6-3.
There is no
6-2.
There is no 3 because of the tie.
5-2-1.
Oh.
So
5-2-1.
I thought we were doing the accumulative
Well,
points.
it's 18 weeks this year.
There's 18 weeks.
18 weeks this
Anthony
year.
also
5-2
said,
and 1.
I think we should have tiebreakers. We hate ties. It's un-American.
It is un-American. I hate ties too. Here's what I think. Let's table it. We'll put the tie. If it means something at the end of the season, we'll figure it out.
But I still don't understand, like, at some part of this season, like, let's say if we don't start winning, they are going to have more wins and the season
Yes.
is going to be over. So why are we not
Mathematically
cumulatively doing the points that we all have as a team? Because that would make us go towards
What
the end.
points?
There's points. If you look at the overall stats,
Yeah, that have to do with the tiebreaker guessing of the scores of the Monday night.
Did you look at what those are?
Yes.
That is not in our favor, Lern.
no, nothing's in our favor. But I'm just saying
I'm
we're
looking
going to
at
be
it right
out
now.
earlier on the season. We're going to be naked for this stupid photo earlier unless we figure out how to
I
not
think
be out.
that wasn't I the closest this week, though, on the Monday night game? Closest to guessing
I
the
don't know.
score?
BT had
On our team, yes.
no. Carrie Davis had 98 points according to that thing. Carrie Davis was the closest, apparently.
I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works either.
When I
Which
don't
ones?
trust
'Cause I
them,
had
this is like why I don't play craps at a
699.
casino. If I don't know how everything works, I don't
Carrie
like
Davis had a plus 98. You had a plus 91. I had a plus 88. Rivers plus 88. Brad Thompson plus 92. King Scott plus 79.
What's the
I think what it is it's
I don't know how.
on our
listen,
on the leaderboard? If you look, there's a plus. What's the plus there? Like 6,474.
Yeah, but that's for the whole season,
that's a
not the week.
cumulative of the tiebreaker. So what I think happens is you start with 100 points. For every point that you are off as far as the total goes of the Monday Night Football game, you lose a point. So, for instance, Brad Thompson had a plus 92, so he was 8 points off. I think this is
There's
accurate.
no way that I
He's
was that
8
far
points
off the total score.
Okay, well, what was the total score? It says that you were 23 points off the total score for this week. What was the total score, and what did you guess?
I guess like 32 to like 23 or something.
Well, that sounds about right. What was the get? What wasn't it a low-scoring game?
Yeah, I think it was like 24-10 or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't know how it.
We're doing math again. Golly, this show and math.
Figure it out, okay?
You know what I'm
Figure
sick of?
what out?
I don't know.
I don't think we should post us getting shot anymore on our socials because those guys don't know what to do.
I think you should get shot right now twice.
All right.
Okay?
Give me the gun. Somebody pull up the camera.
Lauren's got 2 shots coming her
She says
way.
you don't
What
want
did
to
you
film
pick?
it.
What did you say
film
you
it?
picked the score? 30 what?
I don't remember.
Do you want me to film this?
Okay.
Rafe's got it.
I think this is just adding into, like, they're not filming their shots. We don't even know if Marsh
It
is being
doesn't matter
shot
what they
6
do.
times. It does matter.
Our competition is our competition here.
You're right. So he's saying our gun thing here, that's for us.
That's for
but
us.
But when it comes to this calendar thing and that shot, maybe that's a call off because they're cheating. Or not cheating, but they're not participating. They're not playing.
I'm just saying, I'm sick of bending
Are they
the
shooting each
knee
other?
to down the hall.
Somebody find out if they've been shooting each other.
How would we know?
Acquired.
Ask Ryder. Ask Ryder.
We've
Ask
asked.
Mike Ryder.
We've asked for weeks now.
All right. Somebody shoot Lern twice, Moon.
Yeah, baby.
Shoot Lern twice. And then we're going to get to sports.
What time is it? It's F this S o'clock.
Yes.
Do you have a preference?
One in each cheek.
1 in each cheek. So here we go. Lern, 2 shots coming your way for coming in last place. She has in her hand. Oh, boy.
That was a good one.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Oh, you have the squishy thing in your hand. Oh, man. Woo, Lern is down.
Yowie.
Man.
Rizz is so happy. This is Rizz's happy place right
There
here.
was no seam, and I captured that very well on tape.
Just checking her heart rate.
You didn't get a seam.
Checking her
You
heart
got
rate.
straight
What's your heart
ass.
rate at?
Hang on a second.
It's high.
Man.
Heart rate is high.
I feel like she's angry with me.
148. 148.
All right. You did it.
I feel like you're angry with me. Are you angry with
Take
me?
it like a champ, bud.
Thanks.
You angry with me?
As my butt burns, when it stops burning,
It'll
I'm
go
not mad
away.
at you
It'll
anymore.
go away.
It'll go away in a
sorry.
couple
No,
of days.
I'm mad at myself.
Hey, that left one though, I think I hit the seam right.
I love how much he loves shooting people.
I do, but not her.
And then
as a
being like,
therapist after.
Hey,
Yeah, it's like an abusive relationship.
hey, buddy, you want a
How
hug,
you
bud?
feeling?
I mean, this is a fun game.
I just want you to know that hurt me a lot more than hurt you, bud.
you have to admit. Hey, but listen.
I am going to a cardiologist today after the show, and like I'm going to talk to him about this. Like 148 heart rate is not good. If I die on this show and I got to haunt,
Do it
you
on
guys
the
are gonna
show.
be so mad.
Is it coming down a little bit?
It is.
All
I'm
right.
down.
All right, here we go. All right, hey,
Hey, good job.
Lamage.
Squeeze that unicorn a couple times so I can cut this roll.
here we go. Okay, here's sports. What are we settling on here? Is it going to be a tie?
I don't know.
I think I like
left
the
it up to
idea
them.
personally. If we push end of season, if it ends up being relevant, we go into the playoffs and it's a sudden death, and then we just let it roll. There's going to be at least we're not going to have 5 ties. There's at least 5 rounds of playoffs. We pick the playoff games, and we let it roll. And if it's not relevant, it's not relevant.
Okay.
That's a pretty good idea.
So
I think
even
that's a good
if
idea.
there
Right
were
now we're 5-2-1. We win next week. We're 5-3. We got a shot.
But did the shots end at, for us, our punishment end at the end of the season?
Yes.
Okay.
Our shots end at the end of the season.
Then let's
Our
keep it
shooting
rolling.
Our shooting
Then
each
it's
other.
just for the
then
calendar.
it's just for the
Yeah.
calendar.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Good
Great.
clarification, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
And here's Moon.
Sports presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportbook. The Rangers got a late scare and lost 2 key players to injury yesterday. They walked away with a 3-1 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks in Game 3, taking a 2-1 lead in the World Series. They did so while getting 3 innings out of starter Max Scherzer, the three-time Cy
St.
Young.
Louis zone.
That's right, Cy Young winner. Didn't allow a run in his 3 innings, which included working out of a jam in the second. But then Scherzer was experiencing back tightness while warming up in the 4th inning, and he ceded the mound to reliever John Gray, also like a...
Boy, he's hurt a lot. Am I right, Scott?
He's
Like,
30. What was
I
it,
know he's
39?
getting up there. But
Yeah, he's getting up there, but I feel like he's always around at the most important. So if he's getting injured, he's getting injured at the right time of year. This is rare. It's during this kind of stuff. Because it's wild how his name has been in playoffs
Parkway
basically
Central's
every
own.
year since he's been in the majors.
Yeah.
Future Hall of
St. Louis
Famer.
got a shout out in Monday Night Football last night, too. Joe Buck.
Oh, yeah? For what?
One of the players, I guess he coached, went to Ladue.
Oh.
One of the Detroit players, I think.
Huh.
Shouted out his high school coach.
University of Colorado football team, speaking of college football, apparently left California with more than a loss on the field. Several Buffalo's players claim they had jewelry stolen from their lockers during the match against UCLA on Saturday.
Are there, and I saw this, are there not cameras? And they know exactly who goes in and out of that locker room?
I don't know, man. I had this happen in a dressing room before. It's like one of those places you always think is, of course, a safe place.
It's backstage at concerts. We all know what goes on back there.
Yeah, but even like bigger clubs and stuff. We played this big ass place called I think it's called the Big Easy in Spokane, Washington, and I'll never forget it because it looks just like the pageant, set up like the pageant, real nice dressing room in the back, and they even had cameras and showed 3 guys go in and steal everybody's iPods, and they didn't do anything about it. They're like, oh, we can't tell who it is. Sorry, guys. We're like, what? This is where this is where we live.
Man.
On our tour bus, we have to bring our stuff in. You know what I mean? Like, they just let them go in.
I remember the Big Easy, too, had cameras even on their staff because I had someone tell me
Everywhere.
that they were being watched constantly, and if they did anything wrong, they would get fired
I
immediately.
can't imagine they don't know exactly who's in and out of that locker room.
They do.
Deion Sanders' son, Deion Jr., alleged that shared the allegations in a post-game video posted on Sunday night, showing multiple athletes in shock outside the Rose Bowl after discovering their valuables were taken. The star safety for the team was one of the players who claimed that they were affected, saying, "You're going to play football and know your blank is safe." That joint messed up. Another player stated that he had just gotten a chain the day prior, and whoever snagged his stuff took it straight out of the box. An investigation into the matter is underway. Magic Johnson is the world's latest billionaire. Forbes declared Johnson's financial status over the weekend. His net worth is now $1.2 billion. Magic's latest investment is being a co-owner of the NFL's Washington Commanders. He's also a minority owner in the LA Sparks, the LA Dodgers, the LAFC football club. I mean, the LAFC.
He's got his money.
He did good.
He likes sports.
He's got his money. Doesn't he own a movie theater chain, too?
I don't know. Didn't make the list here. But Johnson becomes the 4th athlete to reach the Billionaires Club, joining Michael Jordan,
Who else?
LeBron James, and the other one's obvious.
Tom Brady?
Oh,
No.
Billionaire.
Billionaire.
Athlete. Messi.
Billionaire.
No. Wait. Is it a soccer
Beckham?
player?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
An MRI has confirmed
Thought his
that quarterback
divorce cost him.
Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles on Sunday. Minnesota announced it yesterday. The team noted that the timeline and details of Cousins' upcoming surgery are going to be determined this week. They're going to figure it out and tell everybody. Cousins suffered the injury during the 4th quarter of the Vikings' victory over the Packers, with head coach Kevin O'Connell calling it a serious Achilles injury after the game. It wasn't long after that they did the MRI, and it showed something different on Monday morning.
And, man, that dude was having a season, too. That
Yeah, dude.
sucks.
And that happened at Minnesota, yeah? Right?
I believe so. Dude, he was about to be MVP, talking about MVP.
Well, dude,
have
we
a
talked.
season.
He was having a good year, but the reason I'm asking is I think that's turf. And it's like there are
Second
so
Achilles.
many Achilles injuries this year on big players. And now Kelsey almost blew his knee out one game. He had an ankle injury. It's like they're having to use these longer spikes to get him to grab in this rubber turf. And the NFL's got to look at that, man, and say,
Well, when the
hey,
superstars start going down,
they got to look at that and say, we got to
damaging the
get rid of
property.
this turf, dude. It's causing injuries. I'm not saying it wouldn't have happened anyway, but
Well,
it
remember
just
last
seems,
year's Super Bowl? It's been field issue after field issue.
Yeah, I mean, Super Bowl's always, I feel like they're always, after halftime especially, it's like a complete
Oh, yeah, because
nightmare every year because they've done some halftime show that they pulled a stage out onto the field. But I feel like this year, not just Rodgers and Cousins, which that's a good enough argument, but there's been a ton of Achilles ruptures, which has to do with feet getting stuck and planted and getting trapped in the ground. And you see a lot of people slipping and falling. Like even in that game last night, In Detroit, it's turf, and it was like, dude, you could see people falling down, like losing their footing. I'm like, this stuff's bad, man. It's bad for the game.
I know it's a sore subject for a couple of us, but I did think this was worth mentioning. And a lot of people have already seen this by now, but when the Broncos upset and thoroughly beat the Chiefs on Sunday, did you see what they did? After defeating the AFC West leaders 24-9, the Broncos celebrated the win by playing Shake It Off, a hit performed by a certain pop star linked to Kansas City's all-pro tight end.
That's savage right there.
It is savage, and you know what? Respect.
Good job.
That's pretty dope. I think
They deserve to lose that game, dude. They played awful.
Yep, I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, sports kind of extra after the break. The Summer Olympics are next year. And I think they got some competition. There is a new event coming in February. And I think we're all about it.
Oh.
The inaugural Florida Man Games. That's right. A series competition coming to St. Augustine in February. I'll give you a rundown.
How many gaiters' heads can you stick in your head?
Oh, dude,
man?
it's just like that. It is a legit competition. I'll give you the rundown after the break. It's 9:27.
How many hands can you lose to death rolls?
Dude, I'll tell you one of the events is the evading arrest obstacle course.
No way, dude.
I'll break it down next. It is 9:27, Tuesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. All things clear. Sweet. Your point forecast, a freeze warning remains in effect until 10 a.m. Breezy and cold today. High of 44. Right now it's 33 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Got a couple minutes left. Gravity Kills coming in on Thursday. Super excited to have those guys in studio. They'll perform acoustically. Do a couple, 2-3 songs for us. They got a big show coming up at the pageant on November 11th. By the way, almost sold out. So get your tickets while you can. Gravity Kills. Man, I've been a fan of theirs since... I remember getting the MTV Buzzbin cassette tape. And Guilty was on it. And I listened to the crap out of that.
Yeah, I had some weird like promotional tape or something back in the day. And they were played obviously around here. I'm from here. And it was happening. And then where it really hit for me and where I really thought like, whoa, a St. Louis band is doing something was on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
What song was on? It wasn't Guilty.
I think it might have been 2 songs.
It didn't have one on 7 as well?
On what? On the 7 soundtrack?
On the 7 soundtrack? Dude, I thought it was cool when I moved to St. Louis. The Gravity Kills was from St. Louis.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, I loved this band, and then I found out one day they were from here, and you're like, what? They're that big and from St. Louis? This is amazing.
Well, they're gonna be on Thursday, and I made a request like, you got to do your version of Personal Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is.
One thing.
Okay, so here's the Mortal Kombat 1. Came out August 15th, 1995. This was a cool soundtrack. I listened to this a lot. The first track is a 49-second thing from George Clinton called A Taste of Things to Come. Number 2, the second track on it
Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
Is Goodbye, demo version from Gravity Kills. Number 3 is KMFDM. Number 4 is Psychosonic. 5, Tracy Lords. 6, Orbital, Utah Saints, GZR, Fear Factory, Sister Machine Gun, Typo Negative, Bile, Napalm Death, Mother's Day Out, The Immortals, George Clinton featuring Buckethead, and then another George Clinton.
Wow.
You said that's a Christmas album?
It is a Christmas album.
KMFDM.
Forgot about them.
Man.
They're one of those groups. I don't know if anyone's ever heard a song, but you definitely seen their T-shirts everywhere.
KMFDM?
Is that Ich bin ein Ausländer? Is that them?
Yeah, they're German, right?
Ich bin ein Ausländer. Is that KMFDM?
Probably.
I don't remember. Yeah, a lot of T-shirts, and nobody knew what they like.
I had no clue, but I saw
all right, give me a
shirts.
KFDM song. Oh.
I had one of their records. Can't remember which one. Don't remember any of the songs off of it, but loved it. It's industrial music.
Well, that was like the Matrix soundtrack. Were they on the Matrix soundtrack too? The original Matrix soundtrack?
I think
that was a banger too.
I was looking at 7 here, and they have Guilty on the movie 7.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I remember that, just thinking, how cool is that? A St. Louis band.
That's right.
In that movie.
They'd like reach out, like any sort of placement officer in one of those movies, like, hey, I need this gritty thing. I need some industrial music. Oh, okay. KMFDM.
Yeah,
Let's look
KMFDM,
that
or
up, see if
Ministry.
they got something.
Have you guys heard, speaking of industrial music, have you heard Ghostbusters mashed up with Nine Inch Nails Closer?
Which Ghostbusters? Ray Parker Jr.?
Yeah.
So you're talking about Huey Lewis, basically.
Yeah.
But what
is
lyrics
that?
with?
Pop will
so
eat itself.
The lyrics of Closer over top the Ghostbusters theme song.
No, it works?
It works really well.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Ghostbusters. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. There's a lot of mashups with the Ghostbusters.
Is there?
Nine Inch Nails.
I don't want to play that.
Closer,
curses.
but Closer,
got a lot
but
of
Ray
curses.
Parker Jr. version. This sounds awesome. I'm gonna bookmark this.
That's
and
a lot of
listen to it
curses.
afterwards.
All right, so as I mentioned before, the Summer Olympics are next year, but I think they got some competition this time. The first ever Florida Man Games. The Florida Man Games are set for February 24th in St. Augustine. The events they've got planned for it are a lot more interesting than like shot put or water polo, in my opinion. Anyone in Florida can sign up to potentially compete. So they'll choose 16 teams with 5 people each. Here are the 5 events for the Florida Man Games they have planned out. There is Beer Belly Florida Sumo Wrestling, basically just sumo wrestling, but without the training or prestige. They've got the Evading Arrest Obstacle Course. You'll jump over fences and run through yards while being chased by the cops. There's the Catalytic Converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes. That's described as a head-to-head race that lets you live a day in the life of a Florida Man headline. We're guessing here that you have to steal all the stuff as fast as possible. That's Catalytic Converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes.
I like it.
There's the Weaponized Pool Noodle Mud Duel. Jousting with pool noodles while standing on a platform in an above-ground pool. And then there's the Category 5 Cash Grab. So it sounds like you're gonna be one of those boxes you stand in and try to grab the dollar bills. They say you'll be subjected to hurricane force winds. They'll also have a mullet contest.
Yeah, duh.
A Florida Ma'am beauty pageant. Chicken coop bingo, where 2 chickens pick the numbers. The festivities end with something called the 911 Fight Night Brawl of the Badges. That one appears to be a series of boxing matches between firefighters and cops, much like we do here with the Guns and Hoses.
Very cool.
But yeah, Florida Man Games, thefloridamangames.com. You could get your tickets. They enlisted 2 former American gladiators to be the judges. Guess who?
Ooh.
Say
Stifler.
Nitro.
Nitro, yes. Nitro and ice.
Laser. Oh, ice?
Yeah, Nitro and
Nice.
ice.
Ooh, couldn't believe they got ice available.
Yeah.
Wow.
You get a photo with them for an extra $50. If you want to compete, you have until November 15th to register.
Yo, this does not
The
look
website
like...
says being athletic is not required.
Yeah, I mean, you would think, the website's going to have like a certain tone to it. No, this looks like a soccer badge or something. I mean, this looks like
The
really good.
Florida Man Games is like, this is a real thing.
This looks really great. Register your team for the Weaponized Pool Noodle Mud Duel. Like,
Evading Arrest Obstacle Course. I love this.
it does look cool.
I love this. I'm all about it.
This is amazing.
A catalytic converter, a catalytic converter, 2 dirt bikes, and a handful of copper pipes raced against time. Hilarious.
Live a day in the life of a Florida man, it says.
Yeah. All right, we got to take one final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap her up.
If you can just start. I mean,
All the show we could give, and we can't give no more. We got to recharge. Got a belly full of candy just to recharge, and we'll be back. We'll be back at 6 a.m. tomorrow, guys. But before we leave, we got to shout out the sponsors on top of our heads for all their very generous donations to the Song Society. And we'll start with Rafe. Rafe, on your head you have?
Checking out my head on the cams. I got Flynn Landscaping, specializing in lawn, landscape maintenance, irrigation, and arbor care, not just on Arbor Day, all year long. In Ladue, Frontenac, and surrounding areas. Now hiring salary and hourly employees up to $78K per year with paid vacation, sick days, and paid training and certifications. Flynn landscapingsinc.com or 314-243-6784 for more information.
Thank you for your donation. Flynn Landscaping, King Scott.
Just-in-time construction and remodeling. Now fall and the holidays are finally here, so we're starting to spend more time indoors, and you probably realize that it might be time for that updated kitchen, the bathroom, finished basement, or a painting project, or just some minor repairs. So let Justin and his team of experienced remodeling contractors help you bring those into reality, and he's been serving St. Louis since 2002, so give him a call directly to see how he could be of service for you today, 314-570-2000, or reach out to him on Facebook at JustinTime247.
And My Head is sponsored by Trimlight Southeast Missouri. Trimlight, an innovative patented lighting system that allows customers to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on their homes and businesses, eliminating the hassle and worry out of hanging Christmas lights or holiday lights ever again. Serving Southeast Missouri and surrounding areas, they will come to you. Trimlight Southeast Missouri, trimlightcmo.com. Moon.
Faster House. Faster House is your local home buyer. If you or somebody you know has a house that you need to sell quickly, Faster House is the place to go. No formal inspections, contingencies, or shenanigans. They'll get you to the closing table, even if the house smells like cats. Check out fasterhouse.com to learn more. Thank you, Faster House.
Faster House. And finally, Lern.
Yes, getaway carts. Who hasn't partied on a golf cart before, right? Am I right? I have, and let me say this. If you've been wanting to get a golf cart of your own to party with, they have golf carts available to fit all budgets. They even have e-bikes. Full service customization of golf carts, financing available. Call them anytime, 314-650-2951, or find them right now, getawaycarts.com.
And thank you all. Thanks to all 5 companies for their donation to the Song Society. All right, today's podcast is titled?
It is titled, Is It Schmear or Schmear?
Good question.
Yep.
Good question.
We got the answer.
We sure do. Listen to that podcast if you missed anything. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day, which is brought to you by Hot Shots, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. HotShotsNet.com/Team Rizz. From